everything loaded up?
Always.
I'm ready.
Who are we doing first, Tim?
Yep. Let's got the old app open.
Running back, reach with it.
Got it.
Rob Square!
With?
The Bartelts.
Yeah.
Bradley?
Yeah.
Ben?
Hello.
Some of our biggest fans here.
Hello.
This is our media guy, our number one fan. I believe you watched every episode.
I have.
You spent a lot of time watching dumb shit.
I don't think there's a single person who can say they
No,
watched
maybe
the
my
second
dad.
one.
That's about it.
True, probably.
But he listens. He actually doesn't watch a lot of them. So you've watched.
that's
Yeah,
good.
you got him in, right?
I
That
get
is
you two almost every night.
Right. And that is my father.
Perfectly
So
fine with
like,
me.
he's kind of like bound by like genes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But we have we're not going to get into our relationship.
What the hell are you doing with that watermelon? You ever play this game? You grease the watermelon up, you throw it in the pool, everybody goes crazy trying to grab it. They can't grab it. Grease watermelon! Here it comes! Try to grab it!
Oh, no!
Come on.
But, all right. So this is the Hard Hat Lunch Pail draft review. We did the draft order. I'm going to put the scoring up here, and I'm going to put the teams as we talk about them. We're going to go through, we're going to start the first draft slot through the 10th, talk about each team. This is 4 of the 10 in the league. So if we're talking about Cabot's team, for instance, he cannot talk until after.
Well, there's not much to say about like C in the championship. That's the only thing I can say about my team.
Right.
That was a good one.
So it's like you will not speak until spoken to.
Fine.
Let's go. So you're going to be starting first.
Right.
I have one quick
COA.
question here. I always ask everyone that comes on the pod this. Boober ass guy.
Probably, yeah.
Yes.
I'd
Yes.
probably say I'll go ass on that one.
I'm going to go ass, too.
Oh, I like dick.
You got a pool over there? We have a pond in the back. We have a pool and a pond. A pond would be good for you. Natural spring.
Oh, yeah, or the pool or the pond. Anything would be good.
Yeah.
like
Oh,
you.
no, sorry.
So you're an
Thanks.
ass guy, that's it. Huh?
Yeah, well, that's so, Hex? I'm kidding, by the way. But I will say, nobody said personality.
What really grinds my gears, this Lindsay Lohan. Eh? Lindsay Lohan with all those little outfits, jumping around there on stage, half naked with your little outfit.
So you guys are all bad
That
people.
wasn't an
And-
option.
well, guess what? You're supposed to go reach above, right? Reach above.
Think outside
okay?
of the box.
Yeah, man. Like, what would your future wife be saying if she saw this, man?
We're appealing to the audience.
Well, what's your current wife saying when she sees it?
Yeah, you want to that one.
Okay.
I am totally and completely insane. I like to yell at mice with my shirt off. Yeah! Yeah! Sometimes I like to steal other people's scabs. Ah! Ah! How do I stay so crazy? Mickey Rooney's Crazy Pills. Take one with breakfast, one with lunch, and before you know it, you'll be up on your roof pooping in the chimney. Hold out your stockings, kids.
She's very supportive of me for some reason because she's an angel.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know why she does
He
or how she
certainly
does.
is. He certainly is.
Because it's the Howard Stern situation where it's like he's airing all of his shit out on the
Yeah.
air. Now the thing is, we only have 150 subscribers right now, which isn't much.
Stern has
Once we have 150,000, though, I'll still be airing my shit out.
Yeah.
We aired
I'll
more
actually,
out.
I'll be like making that
Exactly.
shit right.
You gotta be careful.
I'll go to the
exactly.
grocery store and make a scene.
Yeah! Ooh, yeah! Flick that bean, yeah!
Yeah, right. Yeah, no drinking.
Specifically
monetized.
for a story
This is
time
milk,
with
I
Rob.
swear. Yeah.
Milk and ice.
All right, we're gonna start with the first team here. Lamar Scrotum, Bradley Bartelt. First of all, though, welcome to the pod. I know you guys
Thank you.
have been
It's been a long
asking
time
for a while.
Yeah.
You guys are always welcome.
Working our magic.
Yeah, so it's what sixth and seventh guest we've had on the pod. So
Yeah.
building our bench a little bit.
Well, it's
you know
always
what I'm
fun.
saying?
Everything is always
Hey,
fun.
Before you know it, Joe Rogan's on here.
Oh my God. Oh, absolutely! I always want Joe Rogan on the pod.
Absolutely. I'm always looking for Jack Doyle.
Well, it's always fun to have people, especially I'm really excited for basketball.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I know. So we're waiting for the Bartelt brothers to show up, and we were watching the game, and it's. I think we're
Just-
primed.
just
We're
fun.
primed for some good conversation.
NBA is
100%.
fun. People that hit on the NBA and want to talk about college basketball, yeah, March Madness is a fun format. It's
But
not
it's
good
only-
defense.
it's
It's
only
bad
March.
offense, right?
It's only
We all
March.
agree.
At that
Yeah.
point, college basketball
Right.
is only March.
Yeah,
Yeah.
try watching
Yeah.
a college basketball game in fucking February.
It's like
Have
ML,
fun with
well,
that.
it's like MLB,
I mean-
like it's the playoffs. You don't care
Yeah.
about the regular season.
Exactly.
It's who's making the playoffs? and
48
what
to
happens then.
51.
Well, that's,
like,
you're opening another can of worms with baseball because their season's just too long. But we
too
won't
long.
go
Yeah,
down.
yeah. Okay. First team here, Lamar Scrotum. We're going to go through their picks. He had the first pick here. 20 roster spots. I'll put it up here. And for those of you that aren't in the league that feel like watching,
Let's think Premier League. I assume after this, a lot of people will want to join this league because it's
it's the
so
league
epic.
of leagues.
It
It's
is
been
the
around
league of
since
leagues.
2010.
I think
It's
so.
my mad scientist baby. I love it.
Sponsor a premium.
Yes, yes.
I did not even consider joining a different basketball league because I wouldn't do Roto.
Roto's trash.
I would not. This is
Free
the
throw
points
percentage.
league. It has to be.
100%.
All right, so Brad Bartelt, you're on the clock here. It's us three here, just breaking down his team here.
Yeah.
I'm going to give you his first three picks. We're going to go in threes here.
Sure.
Jokic, obviously, free cheat code.
I mean,
The best player, 111 points he averaged last year in our
That's
league.
enough
format.
sense.
well, before we move on, the only question I have is: did you consider anyone else?
No.
No.
Yeah.
You know, and especially in a points league like this, Jokic getting a triple double most nights more often than not.
Yeah.
You got to go with
There you
that.
Yeah,
go.
or like 15
Is that
Or
simple,
15
right? Is that
boards.
simple? Is
Yeah.
that simple?
I mean,
And
I think
he's the
even if
fucking
he's-
Iron Man.
Yeah.
Even if he's not getting a triple double, he's 25 points, 12 rebounds, 6 or 7 assists, a block and a half.
Even if he
a
does
steal.
double, when he does double, he's scoring 40
Exactly.
50
Exactly.
points.
The only
Yeah.
case would be is Luka because his 3-point prowess,
Sure. Yeah.
but he gets hurt. He gets
Yeah.
hurt every year for 2 weeks.
Agreed.
And that's the difference, right?
Exactly.
And tried and true. All right, second round here, Devin Booker. Third round, Paul George. This is the 2-3 turn. He had 20 and 21. Booker and George. Break down those picks. Talk about Jokic. For me, I've owned Devin Booker in this league. He's
I am too,
maddening.
Yep.
I feel like he's just a better real life player than fantasy.
Yep. Agreed.
Right? He's
Especially
the
in a league.
alpha.
Especially in a league like this.
Mhm.
It is
'Cause,
just. I mean, I like the Paul George pick, 100%.
So last
He
year,
averaged 73.4.
70. Yeah, it was his breakout year, 27 points a game.
Yeah.
So I just don't know how much more he can get, and that's fine.
Yeah.
He has those numbers, but is he going to do better than that this year? I doubt it.
Well, so here's the one. I'm not a huge fan of it because he doesn't have too many counting stats. But the one positive, or not, I don't want to make it. I don't want to frame it too negatively. But a positive thing about Booker is with Ayton being the whole wishy-washy thing. Chris Paul being
Well, Jay Crowder doesn't want to
like,
be there anymore, so
that's what. Yeah, they're talking
he's
about trading
gone.
him. So like, there's a surprisingly, even though he peaked last year, this is his best fantasy year to date in terms of his career. I don't know that the 73, 74 is out of the question, if not more. I mean, he might improve by a point or two.
Yeah.
If things go sour. For
Right.
him.
If he 80 is like a sweet. If you can get 78 for this 20th overall, that's about
Beautiful.
where he should.
Oh,
be.
oh no,
Yep.
you want that. You want that for sure.
All right, Paul George
That's a win.
averaged 80 last year. That was mostly with Kawhi, without Kawhi. Where I feel like he could kind of still reach that threshold, maybe more of 75.
Yeah. I mean, I think he'll take a little bit of a hit, but I mean, Kawhi, he's such a big name coming back.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I think Paul George is still going to be Paul George.
And who's more likely
He'll
to
still
sit?
get his points. It's
Kawhi.
Kawhi.
So
Exactly.
you just need about 68 at this stage of the NBA. 68 games is actually like a full season.
Yeah,
fucking
literally.
missing.
I'll say
60
this:
games,
I
right?
love PG at third. I mean,
Yeah.
I absolutely love it. It's,
Absolutely, loves Paul George in the third round.
I mean, he's
Can we get an absolutely counter on
Yeah.
the screen?
he's-
Literally.
He's going to be an 80-point guy whenever he steps on the court. Like, he's the reason I won the championship last year because I picked him up as a free agent. He was a second-round pick last year.
Yeah.
So the only reason I won because he averaged 75 or 80 for me in the finals.
Last
So,
half of the
yeah.
year. All right, 4 through 6 here. We have Drew Holiday at 40, DeAndre Ayton at 41, and then Tyrese Maxey at 60. Give me your thoughts on those picks, boys. What are you thinking?
I love Holiday. I mean, he's going to get those counting. Like he's almost bust proof because of how many. I mean, he's not going to have a ton of rebounds, but he'll have a good enough amount of rebounds. He'll probably average close to a block. I'm guessing.
Well, he just stuffs the stat sheet.
Well, in the
so,
steals,
I mean,
like he's going to get steals
that
for
just
sure.
makes a difference for him.
So even his 12 or 14 point games, he's still going to have 6
Yeah.
rebounds, 6 assists,
Exactly.
3 steals.
He's going to
and
put
a
it all
block.
together, and he'll be
And
fine.
it'll be 50, 60 points. Like
Yeah.
that's his basement.
Yeah, he's not a sexy player, but it's tried and true, right? Like he's the defensive leader of that team. He's kind of the energy of that team. So
Yes.
I'm lukewarm on that pick personally. It's not bad. It's
He
not
touches
good.
the ball a ton until
I don't mind it.
once Middleton
Yeah.
comes back. I mean, he might blow up for the first month or so because Middleton's not there. Middleton's their closer. obviously Giannis will be the closer, but
Yeah, I mean, someone's going to have to step up.
well, Holiday's going to handle the ball a lot more. Where Middleton and the back half of both halves, he handles the ball, and he's the closer. So Holiday's going to have to handle the ball more assists, more rebound, more points.
All right, DeAndre Ayton at 41. I feel like this is too early, personally, just not even because of the drama with him and the coach not talking all offseason, which is absolutely insane. Monty Williams, I thought, was a good guy, a good coach. I don't know who's to blame here, right? So Ayton last year was 60 points a game, 17 and 10. So a double-double for sure. I always thought he'd develop into a three-point shooter a bit because he has that range. He's got a silky smooth jumper.
Yeah, I mean, you saw it in college.
Yeah.
He just never really translated.
Do you guys like this pick? What do you think? Also, having two sons, what do you think about this? And then I'm going to give Brad a chance to come in here on this one pick just because this is the one I'm going to poo on.
I don't dislike the Ayton pick just because, I mean, we're at the point now where we're going on like 3 years of saying like this is going to be DeAndre Ayton's year.
Yeah.
I think at some point it has to be DeAndre Ayton's year.
Yeah.
And I mean, like, all the drama, like, no contract, like, I think he's going to be out to prove something this year. And I mean, whether it's proving that he's going to be in Phoenix or proving he's going to be somewhere else, I think he's going to have probably a big year this year.
Yeah, so to get broader picture, I think the reason they sign or match the contract is because they're saying, all right, we want to run this back again. So I think, to your point, I think Ayton knows he might not be here next year because if Chris Paul decides to retire after this year, maybe they get bounced in the second round or something again, and then they blow up the team a little bit. With that said, I don't know that Ayton is going to have, like, Ayton doesn't want to be there. He's not even talking to the coach, apparently.
And he got paid. So, like,
so this will just show his character. How's he going to respond?
Yeah,
Is he going to respond and say, I'm going to average 25 instead of 17?
Yep.
Because he's going to get the rebounds. I mean, he needs to step up the blocks. He needs to step up his points per game. The rebounds are there. So that's the question. The biggest question mark. I think it's too big of a risk. I wouldn't.
Yeah. What are your statement on Ayton? Why'd you?
So, I mean, DeAndre Ayton, like you said last year, he was 17 and 10 guy, 60 fantasy points a game. Is he going to hit that? He's probably not going to break it. I think he can hit it, get around there within 5 or so fantasy points either way. This was more of a take him because even if he has a good year, great. DeAndre Ayton at 41's a solid number. If he has a good year, he booms this year. If he has a decent year, his trade value goes up. He goes to a team that could possibly want a center for the future, and that helps the situation even more. So that's kind of my mindset was take DeAndre Ayton because if he stays in Phoenix, he's probably around that 17 and 10 number again. If he goes to a team like the Pacers, if they flop him with Miles Turner, he's probably going to do even better there because they have one scoring option, which is Tyrese Haliburton, and no one else.
Yeah, I'd say the biggest advantage that Ayton has is he's strictly a center.
Yeah.
So now that's kind of like almost a positional advantage. You can because right now my centers that I'm juggling just Ayton.
That was another thing
Ayton,
I took
Drummond and go ahead.
especially with my later picks that we'll get into in a little bit. I feel like I have really decent forward center depth, so I have players to play with if he starts going in a little slump here and there, and I'll still be able to capitalize on him.
Well, it's nice to just have someone like Ayton in the center position, and then you have to rotate maybe a forward center or like a rotation.
All right, we got to move this along. Sorry about that. Tyrese Maxey was the 6th pick here. This one I don't like at all, just because he's a 4th option and he doesn't have any counting stats. He looked pretty nice in the first half of the game we saw.
He did.
Right now. And he averaged 52 last year, I believe it was, 52.2. 17 points a game, but 3 and 4. I mean, he's like a Ben Gordon kind of player, which is okay. I mean, again, he's going to get his numbers. He's on a good team. It's just how many touches is he going to get and what can he do? You know, he's not going to get any assists because Harden's there. He's not going to get any boards. He needs to hit 3 threes a game to return this value. And can he do that? Probably. Yeah. But I don't see that upside, right?
He needs to do it on a consistent level for him to live up to that pick, I think.
Okay, 7 through 9 here. We have Christian Wood at 61, OG Anunoby at 80, and then Mikal Bridges at 81. I like the Christian Wood pick a lot. This is an aggressive pick. This actually makes sense with what you did with Ayton and Maxey. Those guys are safe.
100%.
Wood is an X factor, and I actually like him more coming off the bench, running the second unit there, making he's a playmaker. He can hit threes. He's an injury risk for sure. He's super thin, but the guy can ball, and that team. With Dallas' over-under, man, they don't have a lot of talent. There's really nothing. It's like Tim Hardaway.
They have JaVale McGee starting in center.
This
Right.
is one of their bigger.
Like 15 minutes a game. So.
This is one of their bigger accusations.
Yeah.
So they decided that he's going to get some play. He averaged almost 70 a game last year. Obviously I love it if you can get someone that averages 70 in the 7th round.
Yeah.
I mean,
100%.
OG, thoughts on OG real quick? Any?
I'll start real quick. It seems like people are really, really high on Toronto, and
Yeah.
OG is going to be a big part of that.
Play a lot of minutes.
Yeah. So it's what did he average last year?
57.
57.
Yeah. I would expect that only to go up. I'm okay with this pick. I like this pick.
Okay. Mikal Bridges, I do not like this pick at all. Although he's going to be playing big minutes, which is nice from your 9th round pick. We like that.
He's a lot of empty stats.
It's 40. It's such a good defender, and he averaged 46 last year, which was his breakout year. 14 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists. Nice 1.2 steals a game, but I think his max is 50, which again isn't the worst, but like you can kind of find that in the wire.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's my problem, and the third Suns player. So that's another issue I have there.
Yeah. Real quick. So when Mikal, it seems like he's going to have he'll have good weeks where he averages like 60 for an entire week.
Yeah, that's how he was last
But
year.
I don't see big blow up games. I think when I'm drafting the first 10 rounds, I want blow up games. I want a guy that could potentially blow up for 100. I don't see Bridges doing that, but I could see him being a key piece to the team for the whole year.
Yeah.
And what I like is you kind of did. I will say I'm not the biggest fan of this team with what you've heard, but I like you went some safe upside. You know what I'm saying? It's a nice balance of steady guys, tried and true, and then a couple X factors, including this 10th round pick, who I love, is Kevin Porter Jr. at 100.
Yes.
Especially if anything happens to Jalen Green.
Yeah.
The guy is just a mini James Harden. He's not a good basketball player. Not yet. You know, he's a moron. He's a chucker, turnover machine. But the guy, can ball. I remember he had a game where I owned him 2 years ago. He had a 50 point double-double.
Oh, he can fill it up.
No, it was a 50-point triple-double.
Yeah,
And not many players are capable. It's the same thing as like Chase Claypool. Had a 4-touchdown game in the NFL. Now, whatever you want to say about Chase Claypool, kind of a knucklehead, how many players at the wide receiver position are capable of having 4 touchdowns?
Yeah.
Not many. Yeah. How many guys are capable of having a 50-point triple-double? I don't care if you're on a G League team.
At a point guard position, too.
Yeah. And he's a tall wing, and he was drafted in the 2nd round because of off-court issues. He has issues with coaches. He's got that kind of thing going for him, but this is the 10th round.
Yeah.
So I like that. It kind of, like I said, you mix that with Mikal Bridges, like those two guys work together.
Yeah, well, right? Porter, he was one of my favorite prop bets guys.
Yeah.
Porter. Him and Jalen Green. Well, it used to be both of them, but then it was Porter because Porter just gets all the. Yeah. He's just a chucker and a half. He really is.
Let's go through the bench here real quick. Bobby Portis, I love. Not so much for the aggregate, but mostly because of those weeks that Giannis sits, the games that Giannis sits. Bobby Portis is safe for 16 and 11.
Lopez. Like, if Lopez is hurt.
If
Lopez is hurt for 3 weeks, Portis is a top 60 guy.
Let's see. Zubac. You got Bones Highland. I kind of like that.
Yeah.
Josh Hart. Okay, rebuilding team like that. Bagley's hurt, but he wasn't hurt when you drafted him. I always loved Marvin Bagley, but I've kind of given up on that. I feel like he should get a chance.
Yeah,
Caruso, energy guy, nah. Jaden Ivey, X Factor. Quickly, I think he could actually quickly take over the job. And then the last two are trash. So, real quick thoughts on this bench.
It's
just. I think it's just they're kind of all like the same point values all the way around. To be honest.
Yeah, Bones Island I think is a nice guy to highlight.
Honest to God, in my opinion, I think the best chance of a high score out of those is Emmanuel Quickly.
Yeah.
Just because out of everybody there, he is probably going to be the starting point guard in New York. Tibbs loves him. He's got Derrick Rose there mentoring him. He's going to be great.
Well,
that is true.
Brunson's there, but we'll see. I don't think Brunson's actually as good as we think. All right, real quick thoughts on your team.
All that
let's give our grades real quick. Our grades. What do you got?
I think it's a solid B.
B?
I'd give it a B.
Yeah, I was going to go B-. Sorry, Brad. It's still solid. It's a playoff team, right? There's 6 teams to make the playoffs. It's
definitely top heavy. When you're
got some upside,
you're top heavy with Jokic.
Having Jokic
and PG
puts you in the
and
playoffs,
I think you have a lot of consistency. I think you're in the playoff picture, but I wouldn't say you're one of the better teams.
You're seeing one of those guys to blow up. Like if Ayton takes the next step.
Yeah.
If Kevin Porter,
Christian Wood, Christian Wood averages 70.
Exactly.
All of a sudden,
everyone's done at that point.
Right. So there's some things, but solid team for sure. All right. What do you have to say about your team?
Hey man, I'm just
you like it?
I like it. There were some weird picks by other people in this league of taking people like 15 spots above their ADP and shit that kind of threw me off. Sprague, stuff like that happens. So you gotta
Sprague's just all over the board, man.
You gotta take what you get sometimes. So like the Bagley, Caruso, Ivy run there. That's betting on them getting playing time on bad teams. Ivy's a pure scorer, man. He can make buckets all over the place. Caruso's going to be the lead guard in the second unit. He gets those assists. He can be a spark plug scorer. Marvin Bagley's going to be fighting for that starting 4-5 spot on a bad Pistons team. So,
those are your upside guys.
It's hit or miss.
Upside guys,
A lot of those bench players are hit or miss. So I'm solid with it right now. We'll obviously have to reevaluate as the season goes on if players aren't performing to my standards. But I gave what did I give myself in my ratings? I gave him an 8.8, so that's a BB plus. So right on.
I think you're a playoff contender for sure.
And I'll be happy
if your upside guys hit, then you're in the playoffs.
Especially
if they don't hit, then you're out of the playoffs. I think you're right there.
Last year I dudded, so I'll be fine with playoffs.
All right, so best big three ever, Zach Sprague gets the second pick in every league, football, everything.
Really reached in his second pick.
Now he reached on every pick, and it's really hard to get the second pick in this league. Like, I was ripping on you as a joke, saying you fucked up the Jokic pick. You didn't really fuck it up.
I know.
You didn't. You could have gone you could have gone bigger, in my opinion. Sprague did the opposite. He went lower. Sorry, Zach. What the fuck are you doing, bro? We're gonna go through this real quick. You got Luka.
I'm curious what you have to say.
You got Luka. Yeah. It's great, dude. Luka's great. What did he average? 100 last year. I don't even have to look it up.
Well, that's an A+ pick. So he's starting off well. He's starting off well.
101.9.
Second and third, he has Anthony Edwards at 19, and then Bam at 22. So Anthony Edwards. No, I love him. He's emerging. I love his talent, man. He's a Dwayne Wade that can shoot threes in my mind. But you still got Cat there. You still got D'Angelo Russell there. Like,
you got Rudy Gobert.
You got Rudy Gobert there. Like,
Anthony Edwards is not your second best player on the fantasy team.
No, and he doesn't do anything else but score.
Yeah.
4.8 rebounds, 3.8 assists. If that goes up to 5 and 4, which is not going to go up because the rebounds are going to be there, you got to score 26 points a game to get there.
You stole my point because he averaged 3 threes a game. He averaged over 21 points a game. He averaged almost 5 rebounds, almost 4 assists. Like, where is he going to improve to go from that 65 to an 80 that you need for your second-round pick?
Not.
Right? Like, because if you're going to win, you need that guy to be an 80-point. Like, so he has to have 15. So is he going to hit another 2 threes per game? Maybe. Is he going to?
That's a stretch.
He's not
That's
fucking
a lot
Steph Curry, bro. That's 4 threes a game.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So that's the way it happens. He hits 2 more threes a game. Now he's averaging 26, and he still gets 5, 4, and 1.5.
Yeah.
Like, that's the way you might get close to it. But
the nice thing is he's got shooting guard and small forward eligibility. But like, if that's why you're drafting a guy in the second round, you lost.
I mean, he's a nice player.
Yeah. Third round, Bam Adebayo. Again, an awesome player, nice player. It's way too early, man. He's a late 30s pick. You took him ahead of Anthony Davis. Like, I'm not gonna say
I just don't.
Like,
yeah.
Come on, he averaged 68 last year.
I don't think Bam is consistent enough to be taking him that high. I mean, yes, Bam is a really good player, and he's like damn near a double machine. But those double doubles could be 12 points, 10 rebounds.
Doesn't shoot threes, right?
Exactly.
Doesn't shoot threes.
That equates to me. What you're saying is a fourth, fifth. Like, that's what you want.
And until Jimmy Butler gives over the role of the alpha, which we know Jimmy Butler will never do until he's like dead, right? It's Jimmy fucking Butler, so that's not happening. You still got Tyler Hero there, you got other players, and it's a system. That's a system team, and it's not an all-star. Like this guy goes. So.
If Bam could shoot threes, it'd be a
that was the one thing.
He averaged 1 point.
If he can just average 1, he averages 0 right now. If he can just average 1.
Took like maybe 1 3 a game last year.
If he hit
30% of them.
If he just hit 1 3 a game, then you get value.
If you thought these second and third were bad, what do you hear the fourth and fifth? It's Keldon Johnson and Josh Giddey. Now, I had Keldon Johnson last year, and I see why he did it, because it's like, okay, Murray's gone, which actually isn't good for him because he's not a ball handler. And, he's the guy. Vessel's the guy. Vassell's the guy. But either way, Josh Giddey at 5 at 42 overall. They're tanking. Every Thunder player, and I'm a guy that drafted SGA, because SGA should have been in the late 20s. They're going to get shut down. They're going to get rested. I love Giddey. I was a Giddey guy last year. I was giddy for Giddey last year, man. I told you it was my sleeper of the fucking year, and he killed it.
I remember.
He ended up averaging 65 for that month and a half stretch before he got shut down.
I think you're right.
Yeah,
but
he was good,
bro.
He's still gonna put up numbers.
It doesn't matter. 42, he's got Keldon Johnson and Giddey as elite players.
I'm not defending the pick at all. I mean, I like Josh Giddey not at 42.
Yeah, and if you told me he was gonna not get shut down, okay, maybe.
Then you think
but you're gonna take him ahead of the best player on the team?
Yeah,
no. That's the biggest thing with these two, and then I'll let you. You guys, John. It's like with the Spurs and OKC. How many games do you expect them to win combined? How many games do you expect them to want to win? I should say.
Many.
So if they justify the 4th and 5th round picks when they're trying to tank, who are they going to sit? The guys that justified the 4th and 5th round picks. So the only way that it's going to have, you're going to have a good regular season, a good first half of the season, and then when it comes to playoff time, these guys are going to be far and few between.
Yeah, just pointing out the fact that he took Keldon Johnson and Josh Giddey over the best 2 players on their respective teams, like you just said, is kind of the whole.
Well, Vassell is more of a speculative thing, but there should be no one on the Spurs drafted ahead of 70.
No,
because it's the Spurs. It's a system again.
True.
And who's going to be the alpha there? Trey Jones, I like him. He's a point guard that is small. It facilitates.
Yeah,
so
I like the 12th round draft pick. 4.
Yeah, right.
Does he have him too?
Yeah.
No. Oh yes. Okay, that's cool. Okay, 6, 7, 8. We got John Collins in the 6th, Jalen Green in the 7th, and Buddy Hield in the 8th. I like John Collins. I do like the pick. I feel like he's at a ceiling where he drafted him though, just because Capella had the most rebounds in the league last year. He takes those rebounds. You got Murray in there, which is nice but he still gets his shot.
Mm-hmm.
Trae Young's a chucker. John Collins is a steady 16-9 guy.
Yeah.
He's
it's
similar
just
to
not
Ayton.
much more
I
than
think that pick might be along the lines of my DeAndre Ayton pick, where if he does good in Atlanta, fine. His trade value is going to be there. He might go somewhere where he gets a more opportunity to get that 16-9 or better.
Yeah. That would be ideal for him, but you don't want to draft a guy based on the team having to trade him. You know what I'm saying?
You don't want that.
Real quick on John Collins, I had him last year, and he was hurt throughout. There were higher expectations for him, and now they have multiple ball handlers. Mm-hmm. I think if he stays healthy, this is where I feel like he redeemed himself a little bit with the John Collins.
Okay, here's the question.
I'm a positive John Collins guy.
Do you want John Collins or Tobias Harris?
John Collins.
Over Tobias Harris?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah. Yes. No doubt. No doubt about it. No doubt in my mind.
I agree just because that John Collins is a hell of a lot more consistent than Tobias Harris.
Okay. If anything, they're going to try. They already tried trading him last year.
He has Tobias Harris. That's why I said that.
No. I had him last year. I had him the year before.
Yeah.
I have Tobias Harris every year.
Yeah,
I'm a Tobias Harris guy.
I am too. I'm the same way.
Well, I feel like the 6th or 8th picks saved his draft a bit because they're better than his.
Well, because if Buddy blows up and if
Jalen Green, we all agree we love that pick, right?
I had him last year, and I mean,
towards the end alone.
Last year, he went through a stretch of having 3, almost 4 weeks of straight 65, 70 points.
24 games.
But he was passive because, as I was saying before, I bet him as the props.
Yeah, 19.5 points, rebounds,
assists. He wouldn't hit it. And he just wouldn't shoot. He'd get the ball and he wouldn't shoot.
And that was
I expected that to change. So this is where I think he redeemed himself. I think he really redeemed himself in his next 3 picks.
They're the one team of the tank teams that I feel like can break out of that, if that makes any sense.
Well,
I think they're trying.
They have 3, 4, almost 5 different players that can be those breakout players.
Yeah. And then Buddy Hield, we all know in this league is great just because the chucking threes. Right? Give me 3 threes a game. Give me Buddy Hield.
If he gets off, and here's the thing: Indy doesn't want him, so they're not going to arrest him.
Lakers,
so
baby.
that's the good thing is that what we're talking about before, where there's these guys that when the team starts sucking, if the best player, they're going to arrest him. They don't want Buddy Hield. So if they can't trade Buddy Hield, if he's blowing up, eventually it's going to be everyone's bench and it's Buddy Hield.
Yeah.
That's a blow up spot right there. I like that a lot.
Okay, 9, 10, and 11. We'll just go real quick. Draymond Green at 9.
Yeah.
I mean, it's especially he's punching teammates. He averaged 54 last year. He had some nice games. Crazy stat line: 7.5, 7.3, 7. So 7, 7, and 7. He should go to Vegas, play in the fucking slots. Motherfucker be making a bunch of money. Probably punch a fucking security guard and get arrested. But okay, you could do worse though than that. I'm just saying, it's still Draymond a lot worse.
That's a nice consistent player, but I don't want a consistent player that his best weeks he averages 50. I had Draymond.
Well,
I had Draymond last year.
Yeah.
So I had Draymond last year, and I'm just telling it's
50 might be.
I think he's been on
it's the game to game.
He's been on a downward slope for a while, where
he'll have a 100-point game. right?
Nah,
Triple double.
I
He'll have a
don't
triple
remember
double.
a single
Every once in a
one.
while.
Yeah, but
Well, if
like,
you're averaging 7-7.
but it's one out of every 15
or if he
games.
hits 3
Exactly,
threes in a
and
game,
that's the
right?
thing.
He
not
feels a
worth-
stroke.
It's not worth the
No,
risk.
no, not
Like,
at all.
It's
You can get
that's
someone
a
that
tough
averages
pick.
like a Steven
Yeah.
Adams that
Yeah,
averages
who
a
actually
double.
produces them.
Yeah.
Over the hill pick. Also, the team's gonna be so good. How many minutes is he gonna play?
Exactly.
Trey Jones at 10. I kind of like this. There's no one else there.
Sure.
Um,
That was interesting, but I
Yeah.
mean, we'll see.
and then Laurie Marketing at 11, 102nd overall.
Interesting.
Yeah, I actually was
He can
targeting
score.
Marketing
Yeah.
a lot just because I feel like he's going to get minutes. The guy we know is a pure shooter. He's soft as fuck. Super soft.
I
But-
don't know about that.
and this
But who else
team-
does Utah have?
Yeah, on this team,
Nobody.
I mean, they have Colin Sexton. They got a couple guys.
Okay.
They have Jared Vanderbilt, but we'll get to that later. Yeah, okay, and then we'll go through his bench real quick. Kelly Oubre, not bad with early on with the ball injury, but he's a fucking scrub. Tim Hardaway Jr.,
Sure.
actually not bad considering he's like probably their second or third option, right?
Yeah, he's
tied with all
probably
those guys.
second option
Yeah.
to be honest. It'd probably go Luka than him.
But
'cause
a
they have
very
no
low
Brunson.
volume second option there. Cam Johnson 139. I'm surprised you didn't take him because you want all the Suns.
Pokashevsky.
Yeah, okay. He's actually okay. Alien, white alien. Hartenstein 16. That could be okay.
Hey man,
'cause-
that's him and Chet Holmgren. That's the front court of the future.
yeah, skinny. Yeah. The two of them combined to weigh 260 pounds.
Exactly.
And then we have Malik Beasley. Actually, I like that pick a lot at 17.
That
Malik
is-
Beasley's a chucker.
Especially being on Utah.
Yeah,
too.
dude, love that. He was.
Yeah.
The question was injury, and apparently he's ready to go week 1. Oladipo at the 18th. You could do worse than
I like that.
Can do
I
worse.
like that.
Yeah.
I like
There's
this-
probably some better players available, but
No,
I'm
Vic-
salty he got
I
Obi
like
Toppin because that's I have Randall.
See-
That's a handcuff for me.
yeah, but I don't like Obi Toppin.
No,
There's nothing for
No,
fantasy.
but he had a couple nice games when Randall was hurt, right?
Sure, yeah, but you can't shoot threes. He's not tall
No,
enough to get
that
out
was a
for the
bad pick.
rebounds.
Okay, so what's our draft grade here for Sprague? I'm giving him a D. I can't give anyone an F that has Luka on their team, but I'm giving him a D. I'm sorry. Come on, dude. Keldon Johnson.
Yeah, I put
Bam, Edwards.
C-ish.
Yeah, I'll
That's a
agree with
C
that.
ish.
I'm like that 7.5, 7.7 area, so like mid C range.
He's so lucky he got Luka because if he did not have a generational 105 point guy, his team would be real rough. Sorry,
Yeah,
Sprague.
Yeah,
I'm
if he was
not
drafting
being
the
honest
back
with
half
you.
of his draft and had this,
I mean, Brad's right next to me. I gave you a bunch of shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he did.
I
He
mean,
did.
I think it's for him. His season is just going to be a lot of ups and downs.
Yeah,
I think it's like not a lot of them are consistent enough to
Yeah,
be
some
doing that
blow
all.
ups, though,
Yeah.
Okay, so we all are agreement that it's poo, right?
Sorry, Spraggers.
It's borderline poo. Yeah.
Okay, Nick. This is your cousin. Another.
Yes,
he's not a
sir.
Bartelt,
No,
but
he's a
we're calling him a Bartelt.
Okay.
Nick Bartelt. Thanks, Nick, for joining the league, by the way. Miss you around Housing Country Club. You're a nice kid. And we're going to get into your team here. So you took Joel Embiid over Giannis, which we were all discussing before off camera. I don't know how much of a fan we are of that pick, but whatever. I don't know. I mean, I guess I see the allure of Joel Embiid.
You're getting two monster players there, regardless.
Give me
Yeah.
Giannis. Give me Giannis. But I'm not gonna
Yeah,
really
move
hurt
on
him for
from
that. Yeah,
that.
move on
We're
from that.
good
It is
with
what
that.
it is. Kyrie Irving at 18. Now that's early for a guy that is a flake, right? But
He
I did
was a
see-
flake. Is he a flake now, though?
He's a snowflake. What's your flake?
be
He's
seen.
79 last year. He averaged 80.
But it
Okay.
can't snow if the Earth's flat.
Right. Nice. Zing. Little flat earther joke there.
I think he's going to be able to play more off-ball spot up three with
Mhm.
Ben Simmons
Mhm.
there now
Mhm.
because Ben Simmons is the more ball-dominant player. So,
Do you like that
probably-
pick there, or do you think it's too early?
I like Kyrie. Though.
I
I mean,
you really
I like
can't go
it.
wrong with
if he
it.
plays, I mean,
He was
it's-
sitting 3.5.
Kyrie Irving or
points
Anthony
per
Edwards?
game.
Kyrie.
I'm
Kyrie.
kidding, dude.
He averaged 3.4 threes a game last year. I mean, that number might touch 4.5 this year.
I can see it.
He's not going to have to handle
Yeah.
the ball every possession now with Ben Simmons there.
Okay, Donovan Mitchell, third round, 23rd. See, he took this. I feel like this team has a bunch of big names.
Yeah,
It is.
Right.
that's what I was saying
Um,
earlier too.
Like if you're going to buy jerseys, you buy this
Yep.
team's jerseys.
Correct.
Which that's not what this league's about. Just so you know, he'll learn that soon. But
Right.
Donovan Mitchell, 23rd, I like it. He's a chucker, but there's a lot of mouths on that Cleveland
Mhm.
offense.
It
It's going to be
is.
ideally a very balanced offense. You got Mobley. You got you got other guys, right?
Got Darius Garland.
I know
there,
Garland's
so-
more of a facilitator, but he gets his
Yeah.
own.
Jared
You know what I
Allen.
mean, Jared Allen, Levert's a chucker.
Yeah.
So we'll see. I don't think he's gonna have the same numbers he had. Obviously, if he was in Utah with the old setup, he'd probably go more like 16.
Yeah. Well, okay. I mean, in Utah, yes, they had Rudy Gobert, but what was Rudy Gobert putting up? 15
They
points a
didn't,
game.
not
at
even.
max?
They wouldn't even give him any
Exactly.
plays. It was all
So
putbacks.
it literally was.
They
just
wouldn't
Donovan
pass to each
Mitchell.
other.
Right, and he does
Yeah.
not have that here.
They
So
hated
we
each
will
other.
see. We will see.
So I'm the opposite end. I love Donovan there. I really do. I think he's going to be primary scorer. I think the ball's
That's true.
Yeah,
I think he
I could.
But what does that mean? Like, he's not going to get the assist.
He only has upside. Is my boil it down. I love his first 3 picks. I love his first 4 picks.
72 a game last year. He
I love
averaged
his first
26 a
4
game
picks.
for
I really
scoring.
do.
Yeah. What do you think? He's going to higher or lower than 72 this year?
I could see higher for sure.
Just counting stats opposed to scoring? Because I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't think his scoring will go up, but I think he'll go up in a lot of other
Maybe more
categories.
team ball.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's just gonna have more
He's
opportunities.
still
I think
gonna get his
the team's more
assists.
balanced offensively,
Yeah.
so he's not gonna be as focused on where he's gonna have to chuck.
Yeah.
Now he's gonna have.
Knock
We'll
his-
see how he is as a
Knock
player.
his defense all you want. He can still play defense for another.
You don't need to play
shooter.
defense for fantasy.
Yeah.
Exactly,
That's
but
All right, Zach LaVine in the 4th, 38th overall. Pretty steady. Pretty
I
solid.
love it.
Solid
I love his first
Oh, yeah.
4. I love his first 4.
He's your
64
Bulls-
last year he averaged.
he's your Bulls 3-chucker, so
Okay, not to talk about my team too much. That's what we're going to do. But Julius Randle or Zach LaVine?
Exactly.
Levine.
Really?
Yeah.
But Randall had a terrible year last year and averaged 73 a game.
and I think he's going to.
And Randall
worse
was
this
terrible,
year.
But-
so it doesn't.
I'm
All right,
saying,
well,
but
we'll get to Randall later.
He averaged
Yeah.
9 more. I'm just curious about that because what do you think Levine's ceiling is? 72? 70? What is it?
I think
Closer to
he could-
80.
Yeah, I
He
was
had
gonna say
75.
But he had a great
78,
year
80.
last year and he averaged 64.
He was hurt for 25 games.
When he played 64.
Well, I just don't expect the Bulls to be as good, so I think Levine's going to carry more weight.
I don't think DeMar's going to be as good this
Yeah.
year.
Yeah, so
Not
DeMar's
He's
dropping.
gonna have to
Someone's
score a
got
lot
to
more.
pick up
Yep.
his
I
production.
expect
Okay, and other injuries.
One or two,
Exactly.
three per
Okay,
game.
5th round, Jimmy Butler, 43rd. No.
Don't
No.
like Jimmy Butler.
No.
Don't
to
like
be
the
honest.
pick. Don't like
Yeah,
the
don't-
hairdo.
He averaged 67 last year.
Yeah,
but I mean
but-
the miles, bro. The miles. So
Okay,
many
you have
miles.
Body's
he
so
has
run
4
down.
games in 1 week. 2 of those you'll have good games. The other 2 will be like 8
Yeah.
points, 6 assists.
Yeah, he'll do that. He
If that.
disappears.
Yeah.
We'll see. This could be his last gasp, but I mean, I know. Again, you could do worse than Jimmy Butler.
I'm okay
True.
with it in your
True.
5th pick. I think that
Yeah.
if you get Butler, like that's
Especially
that's
with
your
his
pacer
first
guy.
four.
That you're not. Ideally, you have a blow up guy, but if you can get a guy that is his basement is 60 points, his ceiling is 70 plus, like low 70s. I think you're doing all right.
Okay.
His first 5 picks are good.
Desmond Bain, we have with the 6th round pick, 58th overall. I personally love this pick. This is one of those projection kind of picks, which I love. But like the guy, especially with all the injuries there, like a lot of guys are hurt there now. And JJJ is when he comes back, he's barely going to play. They babied that motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
As much as I love Jaren Jackson, he averaged 56 last year, and I think it was his rookie year, right, or second year.
Last year might have been his second.
Okay,
Yeah,
18
second.
points, 4 rebounds, 2.7 assists, but he had 3 threes a game. So
Well, yeah, he's a
I
that
chucker,
love-
number could
and
go
he
up,
hits
too.
them.
he's the number 2 option on that offense with John Morant drawing all that
Yeah.
attention.
Yeah.
So I like this pick over Jimmy Butler.
That's
I
going
almost
to
like
be
him.
a theme on this team. Nick's got a lot of chuckers, as we'll get
Chuckers are
into.
good. Jimmy
Chuckers
Butler's
are
not a
good.
chucker though.
No, well, that's one of your many.
Homer picks.
Yeah.
So you got Bane, yay or nay?
I like it. I'm happy. I'm happy with the first
I don't mind it.
third of his draft.
I love it.
really
I
am.
like the pick.
Absolutely, I love it.
I
too.
was looking to take him with my pick, but he got Nick
Clay
snagged
Thompson,
him.
7th round, 63 overall, too early.
This is where it falls off for me. With
This is
this
where it
team.
falls off. I mean, he does chuck, but he does nothing else, and they have so many guys off the bench in this
Yeah.
team, and it's
Yeah.
such a
It's
concentrated
tough.
on Curry, right?
He's not
Yeah.
going to be what he used to be like, and that's
No,
just.
he'll have those games where he
it
hits 8
is what
threes
it is.
for sure.
Yeah,
but like
but once every month,
he's going to have
if
games
that.
where he scores 14 and has 3 rebounds and 2 assists, and what is that? That's 40 points.
Yeah.
So okay, Franz Wagner. Actually, I love this pick. A couple of these, what Franz Wagner can ball, bro.
Yeah,
He
but
is
that
good.
doesn't necessarily mean it's a good
Absolutely.
15 points a game, 4 and 3. It was his rookie year last year, though. As a bad team, I love I was targeting Wagner. It was for me. I had to get Ben Simmons. That's why I didn't take Wagner.
Yeah.
It was between those two guys, and I was thinking I could have waited on Simmons, but I knew there's too many savvy
Yeah.
people and the home run pick.
Had I found
Wagner
him,
is
he
never
would've
going to
been
be a
gone.
league winner, right? He's
No.
never going to average 80
So far
games.
down on
not.
the list.
That's the
couldn't
problem.
find it.
Here's the
Well-
thing. Wagner's situation this year is really good for fantasy because who's hurt? Suggs is hurt to start the year, so they don't.
Might be back, but
Cole Anthony's
He
going to be
will
your
be
starter,
back.
but he's not a
He's not
facilitator.
that bad.
He's a scoring guard. You got Banchero coming in at your 4. Wendell Carter's your 5. He's got a chance to come in at the 3, play 2-3, facilitate, get those assist numbers up high.
Sure.
and we know Mo Bamba won't play. I
Well,
mean, Mo Bamba
he's
just
going to
doesn't
be
play.
your backup,
but he doesn't play.
Yeah.
He gets hurt.
Yeah.
So, All right, Jeremy Grant 9th with Portland 83rd. I mean, he's
going to put up numbers.
He's
I
steady.
love
that one's interesting.
That
because
is
that's
one that I love.
Yeah?
Oh yeah.
That one's well. Just who does Portland have?
I think. Well,
Damian
that's the
Lillard,
thing.
Josh
I
Hart,
think
and him
he's.
really.
Nurkic.
Really, right?
Nasir
Nurkic.
Little,
Yeah.
Nurkic
I
when he's
think
healthy.
he is
That
going
one's
to make that
interesting.
Portland
Simons,
team.
yeah.
That could be a swing pick for him.
Yeah.
That could
Yeah.
be a swing
Good.
pick.
That's why I love it because I think that situation is perfect for Jeremy
Sure.
Grant.
It is. Okay, PJ Washington 10th. I do
Well,
like that pick just based on the
Bridges,
Bridges
yeah.
probably not
Yeah.
playing. If Bridges does come back, which they keep on pushing that thing, I don't know, man. If it was the NFL, he'd be playing right now.
Probably.
Unfortunately, this is the NBA.
Yeah, he wouldn't have
probably
been
won't be.
suspended to begin with.
Yeah, no,
Unless
they
he
give
was
him a fucking medal.
Since he wasn't driving a car, he can play.
Right.
But, you know.
But I kind of like that pick, although I know PJ Washington is not a good basketball player. Remember how hot he came on his rookie year? It was like, who is this guy?
Because there was a
Yeah,
big
it's,
craze about it. Yep, I remember that.
Personal story time real quick with you is I went to Bucks and Charlotte last year in Milwaukee, and I got to see up close and personal. PJ Washington's about 6'6". He's listed at 6'8". He is tiny, and dude, he is not physical.
Yeah.
He gets pushed around. He just can't jump. So
Yeah.
he's really just a spot and 3 guy.
He is.
Which is fine with LaMelo.
Almost 2 threes a game last year.
Yeah. But he just doesn't get boards, and I mean it's a 10th round, so we can't be too nitpicky. L. Horford in the 11th round. Okay.
You could do worse.
Well, yeah, because now Robert Williams had that injection. He's out till January.
Yeah, that's
For a
why
while.
you're getting.
Yeah, he'll be playing him.
That's a plus there.
For sure. Monte Morris, terrible. 12th round, terrible.
Yeah,
Obama, 13th? What?
That I don't like. Back to the Monte Morris pick, though. Who else does Washington have?
Ish Smith, right? Isn't he always on that team?
I don't know if he might be on team
For the next 50 years,
right
Ish Smith is just the point guard of the backup point guard of Washington. He comes in and does like 10 and 2.
No matter what.
I mean, Bradley Beal's obviously your go-to scorer, but
give me something sexier. What do you think about this, Caps? Monte Morris.
I
know you're a Morris guy. I always say guys are your guys. I put things in your mouth all the time.
Have I talked about Monte
You love
Morris
Monte
before?
Morris.
Really?
Oh, maybe not.
Oh yeah. Actually, absolutely. I love
I love Monte Morris.
No, I mean so, I think he'll have opportunity. Whether he's good enough to take advantage of the opportunity is the question.
He is a replacement level player. I've ever heard of one.
Yeah,
so
it feels like he's always a backup.
Last year,
he's always a
12,
bridesmaid.
3,
He's never a bride.
Yeah,
2 threes a game that can go up because he was only getting what were his minutes?
The Monte Morris experience sucks because it's like, okay, this guy's gonna get 30 minutes and he plays 30 minutes and he has 11, 4, and 3.
Yeah,
and it's like, what the fuck? He's
just
out
empty
there.
stats.
He gets
That's
8
all
shot
it is.
attempts. Like that's not good.
Yeah.
Bradley Beal's the ball handler there.
He's just another guy that could be a victim of playing too well down the stretch, right? Like if he blows up, if anything, they'll say, all right, we'll have him next year. Now we want a cheap contract or whatever, and we'll just wait till next year and get a draft pick.
He didn't have a 13th round pick because he took Mo Bamba. Do you remember the 2K game where I had Bamba because he had an A- 3-pointer and he was 7 foot tall and I drafted him? And then he went 0 for 11 from 3 for me.
Sure.
Because his shot was so janky and he's terrible.
Well, that's your
and
fault.
He also got hurt.
That's your fault. Don't blame that on Mo.
Don't
Don't blame that on Mo.
Yeah.
No, A-3 is wide open. Hit the
He's
three,
got a
motherfucker.
strong game after him.
Dorian Finney-Smith, he might get the minutes. He's a guy that will play 32 minutes and
He
legit
had
have
a couple of blow-up playoff games. So, I mean, he has potential,
there's
but
nobody else there.
Is that somebody you're going to rely on? Like
these hyphenated guys.
He needs these guys. Now we're talking about guys he needs. He has,
he's a guy that can still get 13, 15 off the bench.
Well, his team is like top heavy. His top 6 picks are really good. Now you need guys like Finney Smith to actually
he needs them to produce
exactly.
in order
He's
to
going to
get
be inconsistent.
Evan Fournier in the 15th round.
I hate that guy. No, he's a chucker, but I had him last year.
Well, the fact that he's with Thibodeau, that automatically to me means that he could have a good month, right?
Let's just go through this real quick just to move on. Alec Burks, Mike Conley in the 17th, I actually think could be, when he plays, will be a solid 48 to 52 guy.
Yep.
I think they're going to trade him, though.
Yeah,
so
they have to, for sure, to a
to.
contender. Someone like the Lakers.
Victor Wembanyama.
We know our shit.
Victor.
Chris Boucher, as though I love Boucher, he's my boy. He's always in the doghouse. He doesn't ever play. You never know when to play him. You never know when to play.
Did nothing for me last year.
Okay, what's your grade of this team, guys? Caps, I'm going to start with you.
Yeah,
You doing your
Caps.
research?
So I've been between a B and a B plus because I really like his top half and I like some of his potential guys, but I'm gonna settle with a B. I'm gonna settle with a B.
I'm gonna go with a C plus on that one.
I'm gonna go B actually. I like it a little more than your team. Just it's hard to even say. I like the Bain pick honestly, and I like the Wagner pick with all the steady guys he has. If those guys, that's the key to his team. If those guys perform and take the leap that they are capable of with the opportunity and the talent, playoff.
Don't forget that bench has to play out of their ass
That bench
every day
sucks.
too.
That
Out
bench
there.
sucks.
Every day.
All
What do
right.
you
I gave him an 8.9, so that's a B plus.
Yeah.
I like the team overall. I think.
What did you give the second? What did you give Sprague?
Fucking like C minus.
Okay, 60.
Yeah.
All right. It's a tough one. We'll see. I mean, a lot of talent, right?
A lot of these first
Yeah.
teams are hit or miss so
Yeah.
far. So.
All right, 4th Jeff Spectacular team, the man that drafted the best team in the history of the world last year. Then Captain took him down. I actually thought he won.
That was the best.
I even know in the text I said I was like, hey,
Oh,
congratulations.
my
God.
But yeah, it's because he got LeBron in the 3rd and he got DeJounte Murray in the 5th.
I got railed by him every time we played him last
all right,
year.
man, he got a gift.
He was a
awful,
force. He was
man.
a
He got a
force.
gift by getting Giannis 4th, let's be honest.
Yep.
Yeah, he did.
Just because
Yeah.
the no injury is so steady and that guy's too good of a drafter to have a guy like that. So Giannis 1, Lillard 2, Cade Cunningham 3, who was my boy who I was debating taking in the 2nd round, but Cat fell. Hey, grab me a beer, can you?
Yes, sir.
Thanks. All right, so Giannis, obviously A+ on that pick. Can't go wrong. That's hand in his lap.
Yeah.
Damian Lillard, 17, seems like a goddamn bargain, right?
True.
Yeah, but this is 2022.
And there's
day
issues,
load
right? You
now,
got the
so-
abdominal injury. That
Yeah,
always
you
flares
just
up.
don't know what.
You got
this
the
was-
shutdown
yeah.
option.
3 years ago when CJ was still on the team,
Mhm.
even that's an A fucking plus slam.
But it
dunk.
could be if he goes back to Dame time. He should be a top 5, top 6 pick.
Oh yeah.
Could
But he could be more of a 3rd, 4th round guy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna still say that's value there, just based on the fact you have Damian Lillard when he plays
Oh,
Dame
yeah.
time, 6'3".
I mean, even if he has an off night, he could still go for 30 points on an off night.
Right. All right. Cade Cunningham, 24th. I love this
love
pick.
it. Like the pick.
I was debating taking him at 14.
I would love to have Cade.
He averaged 61 last year, but I mean, if you want
It's
to take the
only
second
gonna
half
go
of the
up.
year, he averaged about 75, and the back 4th of the year, he averaged like 80.
It's only going to go up.
So this is all the opportunity in the world. He put on some weight. Apparently, the guy's a tank. He is what Ben Simmons like. He is like Ben Simmons, right? And I feel like he's a guy that if he works on his game, which he already showed he did last year with his jump shot, and he came in with a better jump shot. Now Ben Simmons may be a better defender and a little bit more like
He's a little
better
physical.
dribbler.
He's 6'10".
Yeah, right.
2 inches of height difference.
But man, I really wanted Cade Cunningham. I was debating taking him in a 2nd, but Cat fell, and I was like, I'm not going to take. I'm going to take Cat.
You have to
He
take
doesn't
Cat
miss
over
games. I have
Cade
to.
Cunningham, yeah.
But Cade Cunningham has potential to average 90 a game this year.
Oh, 100%.
And
I agree with that one.
His downside is what, 70?
Yeah.
So like, give me that.
I
dude.
love that pick.
I knew he had him last year. I should have known that I wasn't going to be able to get Cade Cunningham because he was going to target him.
Yeah.
All right, 4th round DeMar DeRozan. I mean, can't go wrong. Not exactly fit for this league. Oh, I wanted to. That's actually all I have. I thought I had better beer. Sorry.
No good beers.
So he's not a fit for this league, right? He doesn't.
No, he's not.
The counting stats aren't there. But the guy averaged 28 a game last year. That's the worry is that he's
Yeah.
not going to do this year.
He's not going
He's
to.
probably going to average more like 63 instead of 68.
Which, I mean, is still good.
Yeah.
It's still producing. But
Okay.
no, DeMar.
DeRozan. We were saying we love Cunningham. What are your thoughts on Lillard, real quick? His Lillard pick.
I feel like this is a prove it year to him, so I like the blow up potential. If he's an MVP candidate.
Risky though, right? Like, could go both ways.
Yeah, because they could shut him down again.
So we love the Cunningham pick. I know. I was talking about taking him.
I knew he was going to take Cunningham because if Cunningham had played for him, he would have won.
Yeah. DeRozan, we were saying we don't like. It's not that we don't like it. He's just not going to do what he did last year.
Yeah, if I'm pro Levine, I'm anti.
Yeah, true.
Anti DeRozan.
Unless he starts shooting threes, which we've been saying for about 6 years with DeMar DeRozan. So
He's mid-range monster.
Yeah. Well, he can do it. He just doesn't. He chooses not to.
Why would you?
5th round, Evan Mobley. I'll revert to Kappa here. It's Kappa's boy.
My favorite player
My
going.
Christ.
Yeah, it's. I think he's most improved player of the year. This is obviously my favorite pick of his. I really wanted him. I think he's going to be a 20 plus and 10 plus guy. Plus
20, 10, 5 kind of thing.
Yeah, a couple blocks. I think he's going to light the league up. So I obviously I love it. I love it.
Yeah. Okay, Miles Turner in the 6th round. Terrible pick. This is where he lost.
Ruined all the goodwill.
This is why we have a chance in this league because Miles Turner,
We got the punching
same
bag
opportunity he's
on
always had, man. 55 a game last year. He just never performs.
Yeah.
Whoa.
He just never performs. He has all the he can block shots, got range for days.
Yeah, he has all
can
the
move his
tools
feet,
there. He
but
just
he
doesn't
just
put it
is not
together.
aggressive.
Yeah.
And I know it's nice. Sabonis isn't there. Sabonis wasn't there last part of the year where he was playing too a little bit.
I mean, he has those games every once in a while. Well, he'll go like
18,
20,
14,
yeah, I mean, he'll go
fucking
25 points, 15
Sure.
rebounds,
Yeah.
and throw in like 8 blocks.
And he just doesn't rebound
Yeah.
either,
2,
man.
2,
Like
2
for the
the
big
next
guy,
2
what did he
weeks.
average last year, bro? It was like 7 rebounds a game. 7 rebounds a game.
Biggie.
Yeah. Hey, Biggie, Jason Larson, little shout out.
Biggie!
Who knows what the Pacers are going to do
Biggie.
this year?
Seven rebounds a game on a shutdown team. Not into that.
Nope.
Jordan Poole, 7th round, 64th
I like that.
overall.
I like
I don't like this.
No.
one.
Punching bag, man.
Yeah, he's a punching bag for sure. 18 a game last year, 3 and 4, but a lot of that was.
I don't
Clay
think
was
he's
out.
going to be how he was last year.
With
No,
Clay
I think he's
there,
going down.
They have, yeah, for sure, and he's a
Wiggins
nice
is
security
still
blanket. Yeah,
there.
Wiggins is there.
I'm the opposite.
I love
Really?
the player. What do you think?
I think I don't think he has room to go up. I really do. I think the way that they're going to play him, he controls the second unit. He is the second unit right now. I know Draymond will stay out
Do
there.
you want to
a
draft a bench player in the 7th round?
I don't think he's a bench player. He averaged probably 50, low 50s last year, right?
He's
He's
gonna
a
have
bench
starter
player because
minutes, but like
Yes,
maybe.
but
He's a
even
60-point
even
guy.
then-
He's a 60-point guy. If you
20
get a 60-point guy in the 7th round, I'm okay with it.
60 point. He didn't average
I mean,
60
okay,
last year,
you
bro.
know who I-
I'm saying he only has room to improve.
No, he doesn't.
I don't think
Klay Thompson's back.
he's not. Yeah.
You know
Is
who
he-
I
is
put
he-
him in the same position as? Sorry, I just need to get this out real quick. Spencer Dinwiddie.
Mm.
Because they are both in like the same like team and player position to where they have the skill set, but they may or may not do it.
The big difference, to your point, I mean, that's a good comparison, but the big difference is who's going to get more opportunity. Jordan Poole will get any shot he wants whenever he wants. Like the offense allows for him to be Steph Curry when Steph Curry's on the bench.
Yeah, that is
so,
true.
He can. I mean,
That is a difference.
I only see Jordan Poole being a better player this year.
What do you got?
I just don't. I don't know. The whole starter minute thing I can see, but the whole scheme, like they got freaking James Wiseman now. Are they going to bench James Wiseman and run Draymond Green at the center in crunch time of these important games? I think you almost have to start James Wiseman in those games now.
Maybe he hasn't shown shit though. The Wiseman thing.
He's
Well,
been
depends what
hurt,
Wiseman
so
does.
you got to give him at least a chance. But he's
Yeah.
a 7-2 center that can do fucking everything.
Mhm.
So at that point,
Again.
I view him as more valuable than
So you
Jordan
think
Poole
he's
on
the
this
go-to scorer if Wiseman shows up?
I don't think he's the go-to scorer.
So then why?
I think that it's going to knock Poole's minutes back because they're going to be forced to play
To
James Wiseman
manage
crunch
those-
time.
okay.
Yeah. I think it's going to be
Jordan
a tough
Poole's
team
still
to
going to get
manage.
for 3/4 of this game when he's running the second unit. He's still going to get his points.
Yeah, but that's all he's gonna get.
Yeah.
That's all he's going to get. He's not going to be
If
able
the
to
only
do much else.
if the only concern you have is Klay Thompson blowing up or Draymond Green blowing up, then I like Jordan Poole a lot.
Yeah.
Like, those are the
Fair
concerns. Like, if Wiseman steps into those minutes, Poole has his minutes established. They're only going to go higher, like because he blew up last year. So now he's going to get more opportunity this year, an entire year of the same opportunities he had last year, if not more.
Okay, Keegan Murray, 9th round. We missed the 8th round.
Sengun.
Sengun. I love Sengun. 77th. That's a pretty nice pick. The guy can hit threes.
Well, he's on a Houston team. That
Now
has
he
nothing,
actually gets
so.
to play, which is nice, but it's still a projection,
Nah.
and you're
Nah.
not going to be into it. You're going to see it. You have to see
Not
it
top
first.
10. Not fucking top 8.
I like
no.
it. I like it.
I like
Okay,
it too.
Keegan Murray. He is Chris Middleton,
I like
but
it.
the problem is that Sabonis is there. They have other guys there. He'll be steady. He'll be solid. I don't see
Yep.
the breakout potential until they, have some injuries or
I like
trades
this
or
one
whatever.
too.
Herb Jones.
Herb Jones, no. No.
Come on, what's wrong with Herbie?
Great defensive player, great real player,
But
but
doesn't do anything.
No,
for it.
dude.
Can't score.
Yeah, it was his
doesn't
fault that-
rebound.
It was his foul that broke our tie last year. Him having the foul and not the block is what broke our tie.
I remember that. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
because
started
the
Herbert Jones.
NBA went back
Yeah,
to
they
Swiss.
called it a
Yeah.
fucking foul.
Yeah,
and not
I
a
don't.
block.
Not into that one. 11th, Brandon Clark, kind of like this, just
Yeah.
based on the JJJ injury.
I think Brandon Clark.
I've always kind of liked Brandon Clark, energy guy, but
Sure.
like
Just a
not
mini
a lot
Kevin
of
Durant,
upside.
To be honest.
Kevin
Well,
Durant.
it's limited because how many
You
points?
don't see
Like
that?
what's
shoot?
what's
He
Brandon? What's Clark's high point total this year? 21,
Oh yeah,
25.
something like that.
Like,
yeah.
so
around
that's
there.
that's your
Yeah.
potential.
Because he can't shoot.
That's your
threes
potential.
either.
So he has to have 10 rebounds, 5 blocks to have anything considerably where he
And
could,
he's undersized
There's
at
other
that
guys
four
at
spot.
that pick that you could have potential for 80-point games.
Mhm.
His potential is like a 60.
Mhm.
feels
Yeah.
like, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
I agree.
John Wall, 12th, 117, upside pick, potential pick. He's not the starter. I still like
Could
the
be.
allure
He could
of
be the
John
starter.
Wall.
I think he is
right?
the starter.
No,
No,
they're,
they said he's
I think
not.
they're starting Reggie Jackson, but
Yeah,
they're
they are.
competing.
Yeah.
I think
Which-
John Wall will lap him.
No, I love this.
I do
love
too.
it.
Yeah.
I love John Wall against any second
Yep.
teamers. Like,
100%.
give me that all day. If he stays healthy, I love it. I
There's
absolutely
not
love
many
it.
people I'd
I
take
love
over
it.
John Wall.
Make sure that's still recording. And
Yeah.
Okay, I'll go through the bench here real quick. Jalen Smith, Patrick Williams, Isaiah Stewart. Actually, really like the Isaiah Stewart pick.
Yeah.
Apparently, he's shooting
That is a really
threes.
good pick.
LeBron will punch him, whatever. Miles Bridges is a waste of the pick. He's not going to play.
Nope.
I think he
Taylor
dropped him
Horton.
already. He dropped him.
Yeah,
already,
he
but-
did.
Okay. Horton Tucker.
So,
actually-
worst pick ever.
Actually,
Dude,
Horton.
I lost it when I
Worst
saw
pick
him
ever.
come up on there. I'm like, no chance he just took Miles Bridges.
Zaire Williams and Caleb Martin. Okay, so Patrick Williams, he's just not going to put up any numbers, so that's the last one I'm going to talk about there. Jalen Smith, I get the allure, but they still have who's the big guy, the white guy they have there? What's his
What
name? The Pacers. Boggs.
Goga.
Goga. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
Goga.
Goga.
They still have him. They still have the other big guy that's a young guy there. They have depth there. Not to mention Miles
Turner.
So,
Yeah.
which he has on his team. Maybe it's a handcuff pick. I don't know. He's handcuffing.
Maybe.
Okay, what's your grade here, guys? What do we got?
Let's get to my grade sheet here.
Caps, I'm gonna start with you here, buddy.
Oh, that's a C- for me.
Wow.
No, I'll go C. I'll go
So
solid
he lost
C.
it. He
I'll go
lost
C.
it after the fucking fifth
Yeah.
pick. That's
I,
top five. is
I
dope.
don't.
Yeah.
I don't see
Drop
any
off.
depth at all. I don't see. He's gonna have to make some moves.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I'm going with just flat out C. I mean, there's not much. There is to it, top half. I mean, first 5 picks are pretty good, but
Yeah, I mean, it's
pretty consistent, good point
Yeah.
getters. But
I'm
other than
going
that,
C
I mean,
plus.
I mean, you got Giannis, so it's tough to go lower than C.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I graded him 7.6, so that's a C.
Yeah.
Right in the
Okay.
middle.
All kind of in unison here.
Yeah.
Fifth pick here.
Simmons Small Wiener Club.
Ooh, that's
It's my favorite
nice
club to be a
shout-out.
part of.
Well, it's only a small one with limp. It's pretty though.
Insane.
Okay, James Harden with the 5th pick. Murray with the 2nd pick, that's 16th, and then Pascal Siakam with the 3rd round, 25th. Let's break down these 3 picks here. Harden, tried and true. He is what he is. Looked
Yeah.
great tonight in the first half. He's been doing his thing. He's going to
Mhm.
chuck. Apparently, he's in shape. I mean, that was the
That's
only
still
option there.
A question mark with the motor, but more
I mean,
often than not, he's going to get you.
well,
points.
What did he average last year? 90. In
Well, that's because when he
terrible
doesn't
year.
score, he has like 17 assists.
Right.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you can't. That was the obvious pick there.
Yeah.
I could almost see going ahead of Embiid there, just because it's the threes and the scoring. He's so perfect for the scoring system, and he's believe it or not durable because he doesn't play hard. He doesn't play any defense. He never hurts.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So we all like the hard pick. Murray. Now he was raving about Murray, trying to say he's gonna have better numbers or the same numbers as last year. I said zero fucking chance.
Yeah.
Zero chance. He was the only show in town last
No
year
chance.
on a team
It's
that didn't play any
everything's
defense.
getting
He was a victim of circumstance
So-
in the positive way.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
100%.
Now you got
Not a
Trae Young.
victim. He
Your,
was a
Trae Young's your
beneficiary
go-to
of
option there.
circumstance.
So his,
Yeah,
his
John
offensive
Collins,
numbers
they got
are
a
going
lot
to
of
take a
guys,
step back.
Well, they traded
Still,
for
I
him.
still don't mind the pick though.
No,
I'm saying,
no.
Like,
He's still
because
good
if
pick.
he takes 10 points back, he's at 82.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah.
But that's what you're going to get,
Mhm.
which is fine. Like we had the argument of Cat versus Murray, and I kind of see maybe I wish I took Murray. I just like the guards later in the draft. That's why I went Cat.
Yeah, well, Murray is the definition of drafting at a ceiling. He's
Yeah.
never going to have a better year.
No.
Unless
No,
Trae
I
Young
agree.
gets hurt.
Yeah.
And the Hawks are number 1 seed.
Or he's Russell Westbrook, which you've only seen one Russell Westbrook, right?
Yeah.
The guy with the
Yeah,
motor
which
that,
I mean, he could do that.
yeah, but we've seen
he's
it one
shown
year.
flashes of it.
But
but-
Russell Westbrook is what Russell Westbrook.
Yeah.
How
Just-
many? And he couldn't even do that anymore.
Yeah.
You drafted at his peak.
Can't do
But
anything.
you drafted a good player. I
Yeah.
mean,
Okay. Siakam at 25. I think that's early.
I think it's
Just
really
'cause
I'm
there's
not a
so
big
much
Siakam
depth.
guy,
I
to be
mean, he's a
honest.
Siakam guy. I'm a Siakam guy. They have so much depth there. And last year, so he's had a weird career. Like he has these weird halves of seasons that are just amazing.
Yeah.
Remember the bubble Siakam that was terrible, like 60 a game. He averaged 77 last year. I love it. 1-3 a game, 22, 8 and 5. He can do a little everything. I like the player.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
I think
100%.
this is
I
just a
think-
little too early.
I think it's not that great of a situation for him because I think they're at the point where if they don't find success now, they're moving on from Siakam because they have so many other young players.
and he's a tradable. He's
Yeah.
like I doubt
fetch
that.
three
I doubt
firsts.
that people say, "Hey, is Siakam available?" I doubt they say, "No, way."
Yeah.
I
No
guarantee
chance.
they say,
Right.
"All right,
100%.
what are you
What do you
offering?
want?
Hey,
What are you
and
offering?"
Siakam on this Bulls team instantly puts the Bulls like top.
Yeah,
three.
I like Siakam. Siakam was somebody I drafted knowing that he was going to come back halfway through the year, and he performed. Another reason that I made it deep in the playoffs, but it felt like at that time the Raptors were in chaos.
Limbo.
And he came in and stabilized them a little
Yep.
bit, so he was the do-it-all. Now the expectations are different. where it's going to be more balanced. I don't think he'll get as much usage. Is my
Okay, fourth round, De'Aaron Fox, 36th overall. I like that. I mean,
solid pick.
Steady
De'Aaron
player.
Fox,
De'Aaron Fox, 63 a game last year, which is low, even though he scored 23 a game.
He's better than that.
His assist numbers should go up.
He'll be
5.6 assists.
He should be closer to 7.
7 assists.
Yep.
Yes. Like that steady pick. Rozier in the 5th round, 45th. I don't like this one as much as I like Scary Terry. I know you're a Scary Terry guy. I'm pointing at Kappa if you didn't see me.
I drafted him last year.
Well, yeah, it does.
Yeah.
The ball thing is nice for him, but like he
For
is Scary Terry,
for
right?
what, a
Like,
week and a half?
yeah, he's a chucker. He doesn't 4 rebounds, 4 assists.
He's
kind
a
of
great bench guy. He's
Yeah.
a great 9th or 10th round
But
pick, I think.
no, I think he's a 7th round, 6th round, but not in the fucking 5th, like 45th. Get out of here with that. Porzingis in the 56th. I drafted Porzingis last year. I had the experience. I rode a unicorn. It was pretty cool for a while. Then I realized this unicorn's broken, and I fell. So, like, now I'm hurt. So, I mean, I love the allure of Porzingis is unbelievable. It's 24 points a game. It's 10 rebounds a game. It's 3 threes a game. It's 3 fucking blocks a game. But it's only for 40 games.
Yep.
And show me, prove it to me. And, like, trust me, I wanted to take him. Like, not this early. I would have, like, looked at him more in the 70s.
Yeah.
Well, to take a step back with Rozier, just to put a positive spin on that pick, if I don't expect the Hornets to do well, I don't know why people do, but I think if the Hornets do poorly, then who are they going to rest? Who's the one guy they're going to rest?
Ball.
Yeah, and who's going to step in?
Rozier,
yeah. So just to
that guy's a dog.
Just to put a spin on it. Just to put a spin on it. Yeah.
Try hard. Yeah. Okay, Porzingis. We're in Pirtle. Jacob Pirtle, 65th. Pretty steady. It's similar to my Nurkic pick. Not to talk about my team too much, but similar. Just big guys get stats. They can pass the ball.
He's gonna get your post points.
But we didn't notice in all those Morant highlights we watched, Pirtle was getting burned so much. Whatever. You're not drafting for his defense. Yeah. But what did he average last year? Granted, it was with Murray 63. Last year. 60 a game, 13, 9, and 3.
Yeah, exactly. With almost 2 blocks.
That's what he's gonna do. I mean, he's steady. I like that. 8th round, RJ Barrett, 76. Now, I was on the Barrett train 2 years ago. Always kind of like that shit.
I'm okay with this.
I'm okay with it.
I like it.
He always doesn't score fantasy-wise like he should, though.
True.
I guess is my thing with Barrett.
I mean, if anything, you're pushing maybe a round too high on him. Maybe.
What do you think he averaged last year? You guys aren't looking. What do you think he averaged last year? Had a good year last year, right? Averaged 20 points a game.
55.
56.
Yeah, 56. I was asking. You don't look at it, prick. It's okay. It's just Randall is still the fucking goddamn funnel and focal point and black hole of that offense.
Yeah.
They have a point guard now, which I don't know if that's going to hurt or help Barrett, but it's takes some of his ball handling.
Because he's a mid-range guy.
Yeah, I like Barrett, especially in the 8th round.
He's
like
a spot-up shooter guy.
So yeah, I like his last 2 picks, and then D'Angelo Russell in the 9th round is to steal the draft.
I was looking at.
I was so pissed. I had like the 87 pick, and I was like, dude, give me.
I like his 8-9. I like his 8-9.
That's what makes the team because he averaged 63 a game, dude. 18, 3, and 7.
I mean,
like essentially, I think Russell and Rozier are even.
Mm-hmm.
That's the problem with this team, though, is that your 8th best player, which it speaks to his depth, but it also
9th best player.
He has a good squad.
Oh, 9th. Jesus Christ, yeah.
He has a good
his
squad.
9th best player is as good as his 5th.
Yeah.
So it takes away some of his high end, because his high end is Siakam is your 3 is not high end, Fox not high end, Rozier not high end. Yeah. But he's got these other guys that are going to really crush.
Yeah.
I mean,
me personally, I'm a little worried, D'Angelo Russell, just because last year he kind of boned me a few too many times. But
sure,
was your butt hurt?
I was pretty butthurt.
Butt's still hurting.
Yeah. And it's now you got Anthony Edwards in an even bigger role this year.
Right?
How is that going to affect what?
Oh, he'll take a step back. But you talk about step back from 63. Give me 58. Give me 50.
He still will because he's going to have all the playmaking.
And he chucks.
Yeah.
He chucks.
He's going to be all assistant.
How did Nick not take him? That's a total Nick pick, right? Like, big name, jersey, like T-shirt jersey. You don't want to get the actual jersey to D'Angelo Russell. He's only worth a T-shirt. Yeah. Which, Rylan, you love T-shirt jerseys. I know you. You have like 12 of them. You had a
jersey.
A jersey, yeah. Okay, 10th round, Jabari Smith. I like this on the upside because I like Jabari Smith coming out. Cav is going to hate it because he wants to see it first. Is that right?
No, I'm just.
You hate rookies, so and Jabari Smith is a soft.
Oh, basketball's
different.
Right? Basketball's different.
Okay, do you like Jabari Smith?
Auburn. Gotta wait and see.
There we go. Benedict Mathurin. Apparently, this is the guy that said he's better than LeBron James.
Another rookie.
Yeah, another rookie. I like these picks though because he has such nice depth at the back of his draft to go with these home run picks.
Agreed.
And then to top it off here with Kyle Lowry in the 12th.
Best pick of the
That's
draft.
perfect because that's the steady guy if these guys flame out or don't start
Honest
hot.
to God, dude, Kyle Lowry
good
could
team.
come out this year and just be 17
You know how old
points,
Kyle
5
Lowry
assists
is,
again.
though?
Yeah,
He
but
old as
how
shit.
old Chris Paul is?
So
You're gonna call Kyle Lowry Chris Paul? How old
I
do you
didn't
think he is?
compare players.
He's
I
like
compared
30
age.
fucking 7, dude.
thing with
I thought he was like 30.
thing with Lowry is he came off an injury and averaged like
Look that
5
up.
or 6 points per game.
Oh,
Yeah.
He's a better player than that. So if he averages double that, averages
Yeah.
6 assists,
And
averages 3 rebounds, all
Yeah.
of a sudden you're getting value. Where I mean,
And on the flip side of what I just said earlier is Kyle Lowry could come out and chances are he's just there for veteran presence. He's
Kyle
not there
Lowry
to
was
produce
born
anything.
March 25th, 1986, which makes him 36 years
Oh, wow.
old.
That's pretty old.
oh wow.
Right in between. Okay, Dylan Brooks already hurt. Terrible pick. I hate the player. He's my
I
favorite
don't
player in the
hate
NBA.
that guy.
He's a
Hate
chucker,
Dylan
though,
Brooks.
but he's terrible.
Yeah.
Although he might have some
here's the
opportunities in this
thing,
team.
He only get when he's on the floor, he forces opportunity.
Yeah, he
Mhm.
does.
So
He does. Will Barton in the 14th. Derek White.
starter.
Yeah.
He started.
But yeah.
Yeah,
He did.
I
They
did
gave up a
see
lot
that.
to get him. They gave up a lot
That
to
was
get him.
weird.
Dort,
He
the
started.
16th round. That's actually not too bad.
I like
Dort,
that pick.
yeah.
3D
Yeah.
guy. Isaiah Jackson's the other Pacers center guy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I like Isaiah Jackson. Actually, almost where he got him more than the other guy.
Best team so far. I'm already saying. right now.
Malik Monk, Mason Plumlee. Actually, Mason Plumlee's not a bad pick in 19, dude. That guy just only
Yeah,
averages
because who else
46
does
a game.
Charlotte have at center?
He averaged 41 a game last year, 6 and 7, but that's it.
That's true.
I like
Come on
that,
now.
and then Schroeder. Yeah, that's a good
Schroeder,
team.
yeah, Schroeder.
Best team so far.
Yeah, I'm giving him an A.
I got
I
a
have
B
to give
plus,
him an
B
A,
plus.
even though there's the
Yeah,
couple picks.
I'm going B plus on that one.
It's a good team, man. There's some question marks, but like the depth he got from after Porzingis makes the Porzingis pick make sense to me.
Yeah.
Where I don't like it is Fox. I can't even say I don't like. He's lukewarm. It's the Rozier pick. But like, if I'm going to say your draft's bad because of one pick I don't like,
No, yeah.
he did well. I mean,
I'm going B minus.
Ooh.
okay. Wow.
A
What's your
little
issue with
critical
it?
on it. I don't know. There's just the Porzingis pick. I'm turned off by Russell. Just,
That value. Okay.
I mean,
Oh, I mean that's
That's
why,
just personal
that's why we do
experience.
that. That's why we do that.
I've had
exercise,
both.
Okay,
Those guys, so-
6th pick here, Reapers, Mike McDonald. Welcome back to the league, McDonald. You're a great guy. I love you. I did hear your mom is in the hospital. I don't know the details, but I hope she's doing well, and our thoughts and prayers are with you.
Sure.
Little shout out to McDonald for you.
Yeah.
Let me know if you need anything. Okay, you get to the teams here. I'm an idiot. Okay,
Man, we shouldn't have prefaced that because he has a really bad team.
yeah.
So,
You gotta be nice
so now we have to shit on him.
all right,
I guess
first
that was
pick. He had
the
the
best
6th
pick.
pick.
Sorry, man.
Jason Tatum at 6. I like the pick. You can't go wrong with that.
Yeah, I had him last year. I mean, he's obviously one of the
And
best
here's the
players
thing:
in
is
the NBA,
one
so.
position that is thin is small forward,
Mhm.
right? And so like he has that, and Durant also with the 2nd pick, small forward. You get
he's
that
got
hammered
good
out.
small forward. depth.
Tatum and Durant. How many games Durant's going to play? I don't know, but they need a seed this year because they cannot be playing the Celtics in the first round.
No.
So
God, no.
he should play 70. If he plays 70 games, that's the pick of the draft. It's Kevin fucking Durant,
Yeah.
right?
Oh, yeah.
What did he average last year?
I mean, that
83,
could be
84?
9. Yeah, I mean,
88. Jesus Christ. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Maybe I shouldn't have taken Cat over Kevin Durant. I'm just worried about the games. God damn it. Darius Garland with the 3rd pick, 26th. So love the first two. Darius Garland, I don't like.
I think it could have been later.
It's just
I think he was a
it's
little
you're
high.
buying high. 72 a game last year was nice, but Donovan Mitchell was not there. Mobley wasn't himself. Like they did not have the same team. LeVert wasn't there.
And you can argue, they had Colin Sexton, but
They
Donovan
did.
Mitchell
They did.
is
They did.
way
Yeah,
better
that's
than
right.
Colin
Here's the
Sexton.
thing:
though, but-
my mentality on Darius Garland is, will he take a step back? Most likely. If he doesn't, though, it's going to be a great value at 26.
I don't think so.
I don't know if it's great value.
I love the Cavs this year.
Okay, but that's
I'm
just
a high
how many
Cavs
stats
guy.
you're gonna get. Okay, 4th round, Fred VanVleet. No.
Nope.
No.
Yeah, I'm not a
Nope.
big. I'm not a big Freddie.
Scotty Barnes can play more point guard than you think,
Yeah.
and that's 20 points, 4 rebounds, 7 assists. He does chuck 3.7 threes. I like
Yeah, and
that.
when he-
No, I like VanVleet.
To me, Van Fleet's he's the prototypical guy that is. I know I'm hurt every fucking week. Like I'm always going to be hurt. I'll play through them. Just give me
Yeah.
my money,
Mhm.
and then let me get my contract, and then I'll be a Kyle Lowry.
How good do you
Right?
think
Like,
Fred VanVleet
Take me
is
to
at
Miami
basketball?
once Kyle
Yeah.
Lowry
Hey,
retires.
that's
Yeah,
exactly
he's
what
the
he wants.
same-
Overachiever.
He's the
Like,
same person as Kyle Lowry.
It's exactly what he
But
wants.
he's small. He's an overachiever. Like
Oh,
he's
yeah.
not an elite player.
No.
Yeah.
So
It's because he
and-
always has those blow up games, and everyone's like, "Oh well, shit! Now I'm gonna want Fred VanVleet," and then you get him, and then next 5 games, he's going for 6 points
Not
and
some,
4
not,
assists.
Yeah,
not
yeah,
someone
that's
I'm putting my fantasy season. I want to put it on his.
Is he a good
No.
player? Yes. Worth it at 4th round?
Good
No.
player, not
No.
great player. Okay, 5th round, Jared Allen, 46. Too early.
Too early.
I
I
like
agree.
him.
Good
He's
player,
a steady
too
16
early.
and 10 guy. He's similar to your Ayton pick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give me DeAndre Ayton over that
Yeah.
just because of
I
scoring.
agree.
Even though he averaged 16.
I agree.
Yeah.
With this team, his scoring is taking a step.
No
Yeah.
chance in hell someone
know.
would if someone offered you Jared Allen for Ayton, no chance in hell.
No.
What
No
he
chance
could
in
do in the best case is like 13 and 13, right?
Yeah.
Like which
Well,
is
he's
nice.
just
as
not a
fuck.
scorer.
Yeah, and he doesn't
he's
shoot
more
threes and-
defensive minded.
Well, the kid's gonna get more stats.
Well, defensive
Oh,
and
yeah.
rebounding, but not scoring.
No.
Michael Porter Jr. in the 6th round, worst pick of the draft. That bet I had last year we watched. Remember, he has no motor. The guy, and he got paid. He got the back injury. I just no.
Yep.
See,
Although, the
I'm
upside-
holding out hope
Yep.
that you were wrong.
The upside is amazing with Porter. 2nd option on that. Oh, 3rd option with Murray. But
He was
Yeah.
exciting
Yeah.
for like 2 to 3 weeks. I remember. Dude.
I think
Last
He was
year-
excited for
No,
2 or 3
Simmons.
weeks.
No,
he
I
never did
100%
shit.
last
outside
year
of
when
that.
he played, he
just
averaged
needs to
42 in this league.
He just
bro.
needs to stay
It was
healthy.
good for a
He played
month,
like
and
4
everyone was like,
games.
"Oh my god, Michael Porter,
Oh,
he's
sorry.
the best ever!"
I
Like
know.
the Nuggets are gonna be so great, and then he did shit for the rest of his
Yeah.
career.
My thing with him is just he's got so much upside that it's just hard to look past that.
Yeah,
I do
there,
not
no.
think he should have been taken here. This is a late round pick.
I mean, let's
But
look at who went around
That
him.
doesn't mean he shouldn't
Right
go.
there, you just pass it.
I mean, 6. Where was it?
Right. Scroll up at the very top.
Gross. Porzingis, Miles Turner, Desmond Bain. Give me Desmond Bain over him all day.
Yeah.
Brandon Ingram, I took 1 pick ahead of him. I mean, Brandon Ingram.
Yeah.
I'll take Brandon.
Granted, he went ahead of him, but Chris Middleton, Pablo,
Paolo.
John Collins, Maxey, Christian Wood, Jalen Green, like Clay Thompson. I mean, not Clay Thompson, but I feel like a lot of these guys I want over him.
100%.
Porter's upside is
100%.
nice. I get it. You're drafting for upside.
Yeah,
'cause
okay.
You're assuming you drafted studs the first 4 or 5 rounds.
But he didn't.
But you don't draft for
You're
upside.
assuming
in
you
the
assume
sixth
you do
position.
when
Yeah,
you're
'cause
drafting
you
those
took
guys.
him,
You
yeah,
assume they are.
All right, Jonas Valanciunas, so it's 66th overall. I
That's
mean,
solid pick.
he is what he is, and
No.
it's a steady ass player. It's 69 points last year.
Yeah.
It might go down a little bit, but we're looking in the 7th round here. So
What do you
Yes,
think
he
New
is.
Orleans is going to do this year? That's the question.
their
How good is
over-under
New
is really
Orleans?
high.
I know, but that's
Top
the
5 in the West.
Yeah.
I'm calling it now.
All right, then
They're
that's
gonna be a
then
top
that's a
team.
good pick.
Yeah.
If that's the case, then that's a good pick. I mean, that's what you have to do with that pick.
True. No,
Are
I
they going to
agree.
be good, or are they going to be in playoffs or out of the playoffs?
Yeah.
That's
So
what
this is what saved his team a little bit was Valanciunas and then Clint Capella in the 75th because he went like those small forwards
3
and
centers
guards.
though. 3 centers though.
Oh,
He's thin at center.
I didn't know
Centers
those were
with
so
more
bad.
picks.
And
Can't
he's
play
got
everything
one
at center.
center that can actually score the ball.
yeah, but the thing is, you can
Well,
only play
no,
two
but you can
centers
only
in a
play
given
one
day.
center.
Yeah,
So
no,
you can
utility.
utility.
Yeah,
That's what
true.
I'm saying. So, but how often do you want to play your third center over your?
Yeah, but are you
your
going to be
fourth
playing?
You
guard?
can't play a third center in the
No.
day they all play.
Are you
No,
going to
I'm
be
saying,
playing
like,
Clint
I'm saying your
Capella
third
over
center.
Sexton?
Yes.
You'd be playing Clint Capella over Colin Sexton.
Yeah, Clint Capella had the most rebounds in the league last year. 15.
Okay, my point is,
What do you mean?
like, so do you want to start
Capella
a center
averaged
as
60
your
last
utility versus a guard?
Yeah,
Like,
I do.
Ideally, you would start a guard, right? Like a guard that can.
The problem with the center thing is that if they do all play in the same day, you cannot start them all.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And they're all inside of his top
He
10.
took him
so
3
that's
in
the
top
issue.
4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I do like the Capella pick. Colin Sexton 9th. It's
Reach,
nice.
but it's
Oh,
good.
Sexton's real nice.
Yeah, he's gonna get all the uses
That's his best.
there.
That's his best
Conley's
pick.
not gonna be playing
That's his
much.
best pick.
I was looking at him.
Maybe besides Durant.
Yeah. Okay. Gary Trent Jr. 10th. No.
Reach.
Too many
Maybe,
guys there.
maybe,
I
yeah.
like Trent Jr.
He
He's a
still
chucker.
chucks.
He does
He's-
nothing else.
yeah.
Nothing else.
You're really that's
He
a
averaged
gut
52
feeling. You're
and a
like,
half
hey,
last year.
I have a lot of faith
In a
in
good
Gary Trent.
situation.
It's
That's
like
right.
he's going to turn into Curry.
That's
it.
the only way you're drafting
Yeah,
Trent.
Yeah.
it was a good situation
I
last year. because he
believe
came
in
there,
this
they had nobody
guy
else with
specifically.
injuries. Okay, let's go through the bench real quick. D'Anthony Melton, Harrison Barnes, Norman Powell, Chris Duarte,
Not
Captain Boyd,
bad, dude.
Mark
not bad.
Fultz,
Good bench.
Bogdanovich, Caris LeVert, 17th. Love that.
It's a good.
Lonzo
it's a
Ball,
good bench.
18th. Better hold on to him because he's hurt. Caldwell Pope and then McConnell. The bench, it's pretty good. Duarte is solid.
think so.
Powell, we'll see if John Wall's a thing. Powell won't be.
Yeah.
It won't be as much of a thing, even though they gave up pretty penny to get him last year in hopes of that playoff run that never really happened. Barnes is Harrison Barnes. Remember how hot Harrison Barnes started off last year?
Yes.
He ended up averaging 49. He was averaging like 64 for the
Yeah.
first month of the season.
Uh-huh. And then
It's Harrison Barnes. He's okay. I
he
mean,
gets you your points that you
His
expect
bench
him to
is
get.
his bench is just met. There's
Yeah.
nothing special. to
Okay,
it.
what do you guys have a grade for this? Kappa?
I have a B minus.
I have a C minus.
I have a C plus.
I'm going C right in the middle.
C right in the middle. Okay, so borderline playoff team, and some hope for sure, but a couple reaches there. All right, 7th pick. Seven. Oh, that's me. Oh shit!
Someone's
Take over. Someone's gonna
Shut
take
your
over.
fucking mouth.
Here, let me get a drink while you guys talk about my team here.
All right. So I'll lead the way here.
Yeah.
So we start off with Ja Morant.
Well, I mean, it's hard not to be on high on John Morant, to be honest. Coming off a year like he had last year, that's just
Last year was hot, but my thing with John Morant is if he gets hurt, he's out for a long time. His injuries are Derrick Rose level
it's a Derrick Rose
where
level play.
He just can't
Super
get healthy
physical.
enough.
I like the
upsides there.
Yeah.
With all those high energy, bouncy point guards, every time they fucking jump and land.
So here's the question I have about Ja Morant. How much room does he have to improve?
I don't think there is.
Maybe efficiency, like he takes more efficient shots.
Efficiency, and I think the only other thing he can really improve on is 3-point shooting and playmaking.
Yeah, so he's just being more efficient with those decisions that he's doing. But he averaged 78 per game.
Yeah.
So
he's probably
all right, over under 78 this year.
I mean, honest to God, I see it kind of staying right around the same. If
I would say the same, a little around the same. He probably cracks 80.
Yeah,
I think
80, that was my thing. If he goes up, it's not going to be much at all.
Yeah, so right there, you almost drafting at value.
Yeah.
But we all see, not both, but we all three of us see Ja. We see Ja.
Yeah.
Like
it's hard not to see Ja.
Rob's blinded by the one dunk.
And then we got Cat here. This is one I'm curious about what you guys have to say.
I like Cat. Cat was my savior 2 years or COVID year. That was my pick. He rode him to the championship, and then COVID happened. So
no concerns on.
No concern because he's going to be able to play more like outside the center now because Gobert's going to anchor the inside.
Sure, yeah, he's going to score more.
If you're going to look from free throw line in, that's Gobert's turf.
Yeah.
Free throw line out, that's Cat.
Well, here's the
and that's just a mismatch.
Before I go on, what do you have to say?
So I had Cat last year.
Yeah.
I love that pick. You can't really go wrong with that pick. The only downside about it is that yes, Cat has those like insane games where he's going like 35 and 17.
Yeah.
But he also has those games where he's going for like 15 and like 6 rebounds. So he's just complete dud there.
Well, here's the difference: is the foul trouble. So
that is a big
he's
thing.
not going to get into as much foul trouble because Gobert is going to be the primary defender down low, but his rebounds are going to go down.
Yeah, because of
Gobert. We all said prior, Edwards' shots are going to go up.
So that means his are probably going down.
You'd think, but they might be the best offense in the league.
Yeah.
You don't
you never know, really. Yeah.
So I think that's. It's tough to see. I mean, Cat's a dude. I mean,
you
Cat's
really
can't
dude. Go wrong with Cat.
Yeah, I mean that's a good second round pick, right?
Yeah.
And an AD, third round.
How do you feel about
hit
AD?
both of these at the same time. You got AD, then Randall, 27-34.
So AD for me, I loved AD. I think AD is going to be a dog this year. I legit think he's going to be a dog. I think he's got enough shit. I mean, he's on social media and being part of LeBron's. He's hitched to LeBron's wagon essentially right now. So you're going to get all the criticism LeBron does, but it's not. It's going to bounce off LeBron and go to you.
Yep.
So it's not LeBron's fault; it's his fault.
Mm-hmm.
So all the pressure is on someone like AD, and to me, like I love that. I legit love that.
Yep.
I think it could win the league for Rob, or it could lose the league for Rob, just because of the health question.
Yeah.
If AD can't be healthy, man, that's a waste of a third pick. And
well, so obviously you want to talk about Julius.
I do want to talk about Julius because I hate Julius Randle with a burning fucking passion.
I hate him.
Say your piece.
I don't. You look at what he did last year. He took a step back, and Rob's going to throw. He took a massive step back and still averaged 73 points per game.
But was he that player before?
This dude has the worst motor in the NBA. He's all right. Brandon Ingram, Ben, what do you think?
Brandon Ingram, I like it just because even with Zion coming back, I still think Brandon Ingram is the number one on that team.
Yeah.
No matter what.
Yep.
Even with CJ there.
Yep. I mean, CJ signed a contract this year, but he'll probably be their best ball handler. But it's Brandon Ingram. He's going to score. He's going to get the rebounds. He's going to.
I agree.
Yeah,
do everything.
McCollum's their pacer, Ingram's their finisher, and Zion's going to be the X factor.
Yep. Agreed.
All right, we got Nurk Daddy, Yusuf Nurkic, always a solid pick.
Yeah, depends on how they do, right?
Yeah, well, he's going to get numbers because the Trailblazers are garbage.
Yeah.
But 62.5 last year, averaged 15, 11, and a hair under a half a three a game. He's a guy that can hit a three a game as a center, and that's obviously a huge plus for centers. But he's your double-double a game guy, and as long as he's healthy and not breaking bones out there, he's going to...
Yeah, now we're in the Simmons Pacers guy.
Yeah.
Like the guys that he just has that say, hey, don't get less than 30, but if you don't get more than 60, I'm not going to be mad.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
Ben Simmons is obviously his slam dunk pick.
Wild card, yeah.
Wild card, can win the team. Same with AD, can win the team
In the 8th round, too. I mean, you're talking about...
It's tight, yeah.
Dude, like I said earlier, I was looking for Ben Simmons so hard during that draft, and I got down to probably 105 on the list. I'm like, okay, if he's down this far, I'm not going to find him.
Yeah.
I'm just not going to find him.
Yeah.
And I asked him what he took him at, and he's like, what did you say it was? 120 something?
It was 74.
No, he was at 112 is where he was listed.
Yeah, on the
but
player
you took
list.
him at 74.
Yeah, but I was like, jeez, dude. I mean, he was so far down there.
I mean,
I love it.
Because there's...
Ben Simmons is a triple-double guy without the threes.
Yeah, I mean, if he plays, what's his basement? 40 points? 50 points?
Honestly, 50 points probably.
That's what I'm saying. If he actually plays every game, it's not about his performance. It's about if he plays.
Yeah.
If he plays,
he's gonna get his stats.
He's like a honestly, I view him as a better Draymond Green, where he might only average 12 points a game, but that's 11 rebounds and 9 or 10 assists possibly on top of that too.
No, if he plays, I mean that might be the steal.
Exactly.
Might be the steal if he just plays every game.
Yeah.
At least like we talked about, today's NBA, it's anything above 63, 64 games is a full season, really. Because you're allowed that 8 games off. But so if he breaks 60, Simmons got a pick at 74.
$1 million.
Yep.
Devin Vassell, 87. Anthony Simons, 94. 2 great picks there, in my opinion. Simons is a pure scorer. Doesn't really do much else, but you don't need him to at that point.
Yeah, I think, to me, you're drafting because of the team, not because of the player.
Exactly.
Agreed.
So, I mean...
2 players you're going to
his number one option.
Who knows? I mean, it might be good during the middle of the season. It might not be good early. Might be good in the middle. Might be bad towards the ends. But as long as you can get to the playoffs, that's all you're looking for, right?
Yeah. All right, you got Gordon Hayward, 107. I'm not a fan of Gordon Hayward. Is he a safe pick? Yes.
107, I mean... What are you expecting from
Especially
there,
for coming off the bench, too.
Yeah, coming off the bench.
Having someone like that on your
58
bench.
points a game.
He won't touch
51.
that. He's not going to touch that this year, but, I mean, he'll get him 35, 40.
He's definitely a spot starter.
100%.
Where your main guys have only 2 or 3 games.
Yeah.
He can, if he has 4.
It helps that someone beats
You're happy
someone
starting
else.
them for 2 games, right?
Yeah,
You're happy replacing...
Exactly.
I mean, like we said, he'll get his
It's daily
consistent
lineups,
numbers.
just so you know. Sorry to keep interrupting.
He'll get his consistent numbers.
And same with Steven Adams. That's a center guy.
Same kind of position.
He's a double-double waiting to happen.
Yeah, exactly.
But
the only
when he
question
does
with
double-double, he's 2
I
points and 0 rebounds.
Exactly.
I had Steven Adams last year. There were days where he only scored 0 points or 2 points, but he still got the 10 or 12 rebounds.
But then he
2 or 3
double-doubled.
blocks.
Yep.
Nick Claxton, that could be a very good pick too because
who's the backup anymore?
He's going to be starting for.
Well, Blake's on Boston now.
Blake's on Boston now, so
nobody
Nick
else.
Claxton's their starting center.
That's nice. That's a nice pick. Yeah.
He's going to get all their rebounds.
Yep. Jared
Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt in Utah now will be interesting to see how that lineup.
I know he loves this pick. He loves that
dancing
pick.
behind the fucking camera.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see. Pull your ass up, dude. It'll be interesting to see how Utah builds their lineup.
Sure.
To see where Vanderbilt slots in, where all these other players that they got slot in, because you got Lowry who's in that same position. Walker Kessler's a big there.
Yeah.
All these players that are new to the system now, you got to see how they fit in.
But what's enticing for Vanderbilt is he's all effort, and as a coach that's a new coach that's trying to figure out who do I want to put out there to represent me,
the guy
represent the team.
Effort.
This is a guy that's going to be nothing but effort. So that's
average 41 last year with limited minutes in Minnesota.
That's encouraging. Yeah, he's all effort.
Tari Eason might be my favorite pick on the team.
No kid. Not
I
familiar
think
at all.
he slots
Doesn't do
into the
anything for
second
me.
unit for sure of Houston, and it's just a spark plug. I mean, you saw what he was doing in the preseason. 17-12 in one game, unlimited minutes, coming off of a 24-8 effort the game before. He's kind of that positionless player where he slots in at the 3-4 height wise.
Sure.
His game's a 1-2-3 wise, but he can still rebound like a big 5 too.
He's sized to where he's going to be necessary for
Got
at least some stretches of the game.
Yeah.
Good long wingspan.
But a
He can
lot of
grab
that
those
for
big
me
rebounds.
is who the hell else does Houston have on their second unit?
Yeah.
I mean, literally, they
Josh
have,
Christopher.
they
my
have-
last pick.
Wood, right?
Woods on Dallas.
yeah, they have like 3 players in total, and they're all in their starting
Yeah.
lineup. So
That's nice, yeah.
All right, going through these last 5, you got Kuminga 154, Grant Williams 167, Thomas Bryant 174,
All right.
Tyus Jones, and Cam Reddish. Kuminga, there's not much upside there just because it's the Warriors and their bench always gets limited play
Yeah.
because
True, but
Draymond plays longer minutes sometimes,
Yeah.
and that's his position. Were you going to say something about
no,
Kuminga?
I mean, really, I like the Kuminga pick just because
I don't not like it, but it doesn't do anything for me.
Yeah.
I already dropped him, so don't talk about him.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
I didn't
I
know you
had
dropped them.
Yeah. Well, so to me, the last 4 or 5 picks for Simmons,
they're the
dart
same way.
dart throws.
Yeah.
But how?
It's hard to talk about anyway.
What odds do you give on those dart throws?
Yeah.
So
I like the
is
Cam
it
Reddish
2-1?
pick.
Is it 3-1?
Yeah.
Is
I'm coming in.
That Cam Reddish pick is good. I like the Cam
I
dropped
like
him
the
already
dart
too.
throws.
See, what the fuck are you doing? Because I'm streaming this first week to fill up my lineup.
The
okay?
game's just started tonight.
To fill up my lineup.
Wrecking the
That's what I
waiver wire in
do.
the
To fill up my lineup, I'm doing that. Just so you know.
All right.
So, any
go ahead
questions?
and- Do you want to?
Jared Vanderbilt is going to be like Josh Giddey's
He
last
obviously
year.
has something to say.
The ultimate.
That's
Blue guy.
Robin.
Yeah, Dennis Rodman. I call him Dennis Rodman.
Okay. Yeah.
Fair.
Fair.
So
I like that analysis.
What do you give Simmons here?
I give him a B.
I actually gave you a minus. Not gonna lie,
I-
just because I like your X factors.
I went B minus B range. I was like an 8.2, 8.3. You probably rated yourself a 10, 13 out of 10.
I'm not in love with the risk that you inherited. If it pays off, you're
I
going
get
to
that.
be
Yes.
you're going to be potentially a first round buy guy. But if you don't, you're going to be potentially a bottom 2 guy. I think. I think
Yeah.
that there's a
That-
lot
that
of
is
risk.
fair.
You inherit a lot of risk. Is
I agree.
my opinion.
Yeah, well, that's how I draft. Like for me, it's like if health is the risk, I want to draft guys
Sure.
that if they're going to play are going to be elite,
Sure.
and I'll figure it out after that. I'll
Well,
stream.
you have
myself.
guys that are
I don't
gonna
give a shit.
you have guys that are gonna make you competitive as long as they're healthy. But I just think you inherited a lot of risk, not only through injuries but through opportunities. Like I think you drafted a lot for. I want Spurs. I want guys that are going to be bottom feeders.
Yeah, right.
I want these guys to. So
What did
so
you guys think about my Devin Vassell pick?
I liked it.
You guys?
I mean, he's not the number 1 option on the
Who
Spurs.
is?
but
Johnson?
Keldon
Well,
Johnson
he
is.
can't handle the ball,
again with the
so.
Spurs,
It doesn't matter.
That's the thing with the question mark. Like maybe, yeah. If he is, he could average. He could be the next
If
fucking
he exactly,
DeJounte Murray.
that's where I'm at.
No,
If he is,
No,
he'll
not
be
that
great.
high. Not that high. Not that. But you could go from averaging 25 points to 65 points,
Yeah.
and all of a sudden it's a home run.
Yep.
With him and Simons, I went upside. Ball handler,
Yeah.
3-point shooters
That's
upside.
what
I lean towards Simons on that one
It,
too.
it just smells of you draft for opportunity, you draft for upside.
Reeks.
You
Yeah.
Reeks of
Okay, Dom Do, Robert Capizzello.
My
over
turn.
here.
Oh, boy.
We're gonna kind of dissect his team a little bit.
Not much
here.
to talk about.
First pick, LaMelo Ball, who he hated on, and then me and Rylan convinced him to take. 8th overall, even with the ankle injury, but he doesn't give a fuck because he's going for longevity. And LaMelo Ball at that
I'll
spot.
take 1
is-
week. I'm sorry.
I say it's. I say he's good there. It's not
Yeah.
great. It's fine.
Solid pick at 8.
I don't
Like,
mind it.
The upside is 90 points a game.
Yes.
Which there's
Especially
no one
'cause
else
he'll-
there that has that.
Because he'll give you
ever.
everything.
I guess LeBron, but like LaMelo has more of just we haven't seen it.
Mhm.
Which
Yeah.
you could just take LeBron, but like, come on, man,
He's
the rest,
younger.
like,
He's probably not
no,
going
Ball's
to take
dumb.
nights off. Yeah.
no, when he's playing.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
all right, Sabonis,
Oh,
my
God
guy,
knows we love
my
him.
guy,
Love him.
second round, 13th
I
overall.
was looking at
Disappointing
it.
year last year. He still averaged 79 last year in that crap year. It was the year before was like 86.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I feel he's back to 86. He has the potential to be 90. Again, like these guys are 1A, 1B. He has that. That's what happens when you have the back end pick, right? You get the two, not studs, but number 1 options.
Mhm.
And Sabonis, they let him make more when he went to Sacramento.
I think a lot of him lies on how good the Kings will be this year.
And they'll be good. They're
Yep.
33 win over under, but they're going to be an exciting team. That's what we know.
Mhm.
Exciting, right?
I'll
Oh,
take
yeah.
over on that.
Especially with someone like De'Aaron Fox in there.
Yeah.
100%.
Sabonis
I
and
love
Fox.
it. I
Hey,
love it.
remember, this is De'Aaron Fox's, 6th, 7th year on the
Yeah, we've been saying
Yeah.
that forever, right?
It hasn't come to fruition.
But that doesn't
yet.
hurt
Will it now?
Sabonis
It
because
could.
if he doesn't play well, then
You're
Sabonis
right.
runs
Well,
the
who did he
offense.
have before? Bagley? When Bagley was still playing 2 games a year?
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, third pick, Kawhi Leonard. This is a swing pick here. How many games will he play? We know Kawhi Leonard, when he plays, is
Will
probably going to
produce,
average about
yep.
82 a game, which is above where you're drafting him here. But the number, what's crazy now is back in the day, 78 was like a full season.
Mhm.
Now 68 to 72 is like playing essentially a full season for a superstar. If you're not named Jokic or Giannis, if he can play 65 games, he returns value here.
I agree.
So can he play
I would
65?
agree to that.
Very
yeah.
with you.
And
on that
he
one.
will rest about 12, so if he doesn't get an injury, he's going to return.
Yeah.
And he's been getting hated on, man. Like, the guy's a bitch. Don't get me wrong. It's not even him. I don't know if it's him or the coaches or the guys in his corner. It's like rest. Eventually, to the point where don't rest and get a fucking 2 seed.
Yeah.
Can you do that? And he probably will. It's still the
Yeah.
plot, man. He's still a fucking top 6 player in the league, if you ask me.
Well, yeah.
Right?
I would
Like,
agree.
you're getting him at 28. That's insane.
Yep.
But it's just the if it was a weekly
Because,
league,
yeah.
I'd hate the pick because you always going to get 3 games instead of 4 and 2 instead of 3. This is a daily league.
Agreed.
With weekly matchups, so you can plug him in when he plays, and it's a good pick.
Yeah.
Bradley Beal, another great one right here.
Like it, yeah.
33rd. He again, bad year last year, bad couple years. It's still Bradley Beal, man. 67 last year, awful year. Had 1.6 threes a game.
Yeah.
Bradley Beal's a 2.5.
I think he's stepping it up this
We all
year
agree?
big time.
I
Yep.
agree, yeah.
The shutdown factor, but he also can be a trade candidate to a team like the Lakers.
True. And
So,
you never,
which
at
only,
that point, you
I don't
never
know if it
know.
help his thing, but at least he'd play at the end of
Yeah.
the year. So McCollum, 5th round.
CJ.
Love that pick. I know
Yeah,
you
CJ.
love McCollum. Safe and steady, 62 a game.
Yep.
What did he average? Probably right around that number. That's what he does every
Right
year,
around
right?
60
Yeah.
something.
67
and a
last
half.
year. Well, last year he got some nice numbers on Portland, and when he came there, they had some injuries. But
Yeah.
yeah, I feel like 60 is a nice number for him when you're talking about 5th round pick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, exactly.
Agreed.
We like him, and
For-
he's
for-
not necessarily the point guard. They don't really have a point guard there, so he's.
I think
He
plays
is gonna
with
him
be
and
the
Brandon
ball
Ingram are going
Yeah.
to be sharing that, right?
There you-
So
You're-
Ingram or McCollum?
Ingram.
Ingram.
We talked about this. During
Oh.
I'll
Your
take
team,
Ingram.
too.
Yeah, I would rather.
But
have
I got Ingram after McCollum.
I'll trade you.
No,
I'll take them both.
no, Ingram is probably the more safe, steady guy because he doesn't get hurt, right?
No, I like
Ingram has more
McCollum.
injury risk.
I'll say my piece after.
Go ahead.
It's yours.
Okay. All right. 6, Chris Middleton. I liked it a lot more before I found out he's out 2 weeks.
Yeah.
But I know you say it's just 2 weeks, but Chris Middleton is the consummate pro. He is good at that team. He averaged 65 last year. That'll probably come down a little bit, but again, 60 points in a good offense. He can blow up any week. He can have 5 threes any game. If anyone else gets hurt, he jumps into that official number 2 role.
I mean, he's
Right?
just he's
You
one
like
of those guys
Middleton
that
or-
I like Middleton, yeah. I will.
Would you rather have
Love to have
Middleton
him
or McCollum? I'm just curious.
McCollum.
Yeah,
Okay.
because Giannis isn't there, but
Okay.
I don't know.
well, here's
I'd
the
almost
question: is
rather
I think
Middleton
Middleton
on
is a lot closer, minus the injury, where we saw Drew Holiday go 41. I like Middleton at 53 more than Holiday at 41, but the injury
True.
makes it even. if that
Yeah,
makes
I
sense.
agree. I agree
When
with
all
that.
things considered, I think Middleton he's more likely to get bored. It's close, right? He's just more 3-pointers. I
Yeah.
guess.
he gives you. I think he gives you more.
This is why I love your team. Is this 4 through 7? Bradley Beal 4, McCollum 5, Middleton 6, and then Tobias Harris 7.
Yeah.
Say what you will about Tobias Harris. I know he's the third option on the team, but he's going to get all the minutes in the world. They need him. They need his spacing, right? He's a big that spaces. He's not going to get a lot of double doubles, but maybe 10 or 12, maybe 15. But it doesn't matter because he's going to hit 3 threes a game.
Well, and another big thing for Tobias Harris is that at some point you're bound to have either James Harden or Joel Embiid out.
Right. In
Which,
those games,
I mean, he automatically thrown right into the
he's already
second
scoring
position
60
right there.
with them in the lineup.
Yeah,
And
as the third option,
then
he's already scoring.
And they're going to
enough.
rest
Yeah.
some games. And who are they not going to rest? Tobias Harris.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Why would they rest Tobias Harris?
He's got nothing to rest for.
Straight
so.
candidate. Yeah.
Okay, 8th, Russell Westbrook. Now this is it was hilarious that I took he took Westbrook and I took Simmons. I thought he was going to take.
I wish I took some.
I was not going to take Westbrook though, just because there's a chance he gets John Wall.
Yeah.
Right.
True, there is, but I
There's a
think.
chance Simmons gets mental illness. I don't know. That's the thing.
Well,
with
he already
him,
had that, I thought.
Right, he did. Yeah, I think you can't get it twice. It's like herpes. Once you have herpes, you always have herpes. Once you have mental illness, you always have mental illness. So it's still Russell Westbrook. So if he gets 24 minutes a game off the bench, he's going to average 60.
Yep.
It's fucking Russell. He's going to turn
agree.
the ball over 5 times. But what else is he going to do? 8 rebounds.
Well, it's not going to matter because he's going to make it up
Yeah.
plenty of other ways.
We'll
right
see.
there.
This is going to be one we're going to see right away how they play it, right? And it's either going to be one of the worst picks of the draft or one of the best picks of the draft.
Yeah, I agree. And I mean, that's kind of how I felt with like your Ben Simmons pick too.
Yeah.
I like
That's
this.
just how it goes.
Honest personal opinion, I like the Simmons pick more than the Russell Westbrook pick. But,
I agree. I wish I had taken Simmons.
Yeah.
But
I'm not a huge Russell Westbrook fan.
But history tells you Russell Westbrook just because he's recently.
He's my first
Ben
round
Simmons
draft
never
pick last
averaged
year,
110
and I won
points
the
in fantasy.
I mean,
right?
dude,
So
look
I
what
got
he's
him in
doing
the
in
eighth
the
round.
exhibition.
stretching him
Look
to get
what
the
I
eighth
got him
Russell
in the eighth
is
round.
doing in
I mean,
exhibition.
I'll take it. I'll take
Not
it.
in the team
Because he
huddle.
won me the
He's not
championship.
talking
Yeah.
to teammates
He averaged
on the
80.
court.
It's the
He
Lakers
averaged
thing. Is he
85.
can
Dude,
get benched and
busted out for
and,
anything.
like off the team.
He averaged 85
Simmons is
in
his
the
motor.
championship.
There's no motor issues with Russell Westbrook.
No,
If
it's hard to
anything,
put-
there is
Wow.
motor issues. His motor is too big.
Too big.
He's got a small car. His motor's huge. It can't handle it.
Yeah.
The team can't handle it.
He
He's
drives
fucking
a-
turning
he
the
drives
ball
a
over.
Fiat with a demon
Yeah,
engine,
right, for sure. Okay, Kyle Kuzma, 9th, 88. Love this pick.
Yeah.
Kyle Kuzma is your
Kuzma's,
boy.
I
Kappa.
love
Been your
Kuzma.
guy. Last year, 64, averaged 9 rebounds a game, 17 points, 2 threes. I
think
don't know
he's
if he
going
can. I don't know if he. I would like to think that would be the.
I
easy
think at
statement,
least
right?
points wise, I think he's
Right.
his scoring.
The rebounds were insane.
Yeah, those
I've
will
always
probably
liked
drop,
him, man. He's
but
kind of a knucklehead, but like he can play. He can ball.
he can
man.
ball, dude. 100%.
He's like a poor man's version. Honestly, a poor man's version of my guy, Brandon Ingram. Right, not quite the like ball handler,
Sure.
but a little more of a banger.
Sure.
And,
Sure.
I'm not just saying that because they both started on the Lakers.
No, sure.
That Lakers team could have been amazing if they kept Randall and Kuzma and all these guys. Like,
Well, they wouldn't have LeBron.
they probably
They
done
would
with
have
LeBron after
won
they
a
win.
championship.
Right, good call. Okay, Jaren Jackson, the 10th round. I hate it. He's not going to play. Even when he plays, you're never going to be able to play him. I love Jaren Jackson, but he's going to be on a minutes limit until the end of the year. So if you make the playoffs, maybe you can use him for 1 week in the playoffs. Right? Sorry, Caps. All right, Cole Anthony,
I can't say
your
anything,
boy,
so.
11th round. You love Cole Anthony. Always have. The guy's a gamer. The guy's clutch. The guy's a badass.
I love this pick, to be
Yeah.
honest.
As long as he doesn't get passed by the young guys.
Yeah.
Right?
Well,
Yeah,
especially
sorry,
right now,
yeah.
you got Markelle Fultz out. Jalen Suggs is hurt. Cole Anthony is that dude in Orlando.
57 a game last year.
Yeah, and last year everyone was there and he was fucking going off.
Yeah, and he's just a gamer. He's a
I'm
good
just
player.
excited for my grades.
He's got the
boys.
pedigree, right? He's got the fucking pedigree.
Yeah.
His dad, like, all right, Malcolm Brogdon in the 12th. I like that pick,
Yeah.
man. What we saw, he is. If anything happens to fucking Marcus Smart, Malcolm Brogdon's
It's
a
him.
60-point a game guy. I feel like
Yeah.
right now he's a 45-point a game guy,
There's
which
one
you can do
good
worse off of bench.
Yeah,
I
he
mean,
had 46 tonight, so
His health is I mean, you don't see the minutes,
Yeah.
but it's health, right?
yeah.
But I will say, like, this is a way to help his health, not playing him all those minutes.
I agree.
Second unit kind of thing.
Yep.
Kevin Herter, trash.
Yeah,
No.
not
Mitchell
Starter.
Okay. Mitchell Robinson, I kind of like that just based on where you got him. The problem is they
I like
also
the Andre
have, who do they
Drummond
have
pick over
now?
him.
Isaiah Hartenstein.
Yeah.
Hartenstein,
Hartenstein.
yeah. Which it's gonna be similar to the Zubac Hartenstein like thing. Like he gets a nominal start, and essentially Mitchell Robinson gets 3 fouls in 8 minutes, then has to sit the half. That's what he does.
It's
But
difficult not to chime in right now. 'Cause I still defend my boys.
Robinson's like per 36 is unreal.
Yeah.
Always has been.
Yeah.
He never plays more than
He
25
never
minutes.
plays. Yeah, he never plays up
So,
to his potential
until
at
we
all.
see it.
So I don't need the 25. I just need the per.
18, yeah.
Just need the
Right,
per.
yeah. Andre Drummond, 15th. I like it as a handcuff, and
Yeah.
he'll have a role.
Yeah.
Oh,
100%.
we all agree Vucevic sucks.
Yeah, he
right?
is shooting through. I saw the.
He's
Vucevic
gonna be
sucks.
fine.
But he's not a good player. We need
Is
him.
he?
but, like,
Is he the Magic Vooch? No.
I don't know how much
I
worse
like
his team
Vooch.
is if it's Drummond instead of him, right?
I just to defend Vooch. I like Vooch.
I
Vooch
like
is a
you
good
too,
player.
man.
Vooch
I
is a
really
good
do
player.
too.
Vooch
Hey,
is a good
you
player.
can't chime in unless you're over there.
I'm not even
Uh,
trying to
All right, Jalen Suggs, 16th. I like that,
That's a
man.
good handcuff
That's
there.
such a nice combination there on
Yep.
your bench to have. You almost want one of them to get hurt, right? Or one of them to take the role. But if not, you have
Well,
two
at that
startable
point,
guys.
you're just going to start seeing Jalen Suggs play it too.
Well, yeah, you're just going to start Cole
Anthony's
Anthony
gonna
until Cole
start
Anthony's
out
not
so
there.
hot, yeah.
So Reggie
Reggie
Jackson,
Jackson.
17th, starter.
Reggie
Okay,
Jackson,
Joe
yeah.
Harris, meh. But
Yeah.
he's
Terrence Mann.
He's a floor
Yeah.
spacer there. Terrence Mann and Hachimura.
Yeah. Yeah.
Murray, you take the handcuff.
Yeah.
I'm giving
Yeah.
this team an A-, man. Even with the injuries early on, it's going to be a slow start, but 6 teams make the playoffs. Get him in. You don't want to face this lineup in the playoffs.
Yeah.
No, you don't.
There's
yeah.
tried and true veterans on good teams. You got the upside of Melo and Sabonis. You
Yeah.
got Kawhi as your third. You got Russell Westbrook as the X factor. The Jaren Jackson pick is the only thing that takes it away from the best team, one of the best teams in the league, like besides mine.
Yeah.
That's the one that hurts.
I went low B plus, like 8.7, 8.8.
I went very high B plus, borderline A minus,
Wow.
just because of, for me, it's the like Tobias Harris, Jaren Jackson, Kyle Kuzma, like yes, they could be very good, but also at the same time, like they can take your points down at the same time.
Okay. What do you have to say, Caps? Anything real quick?
All right, so just to simplify everything, it's when you look at my lineup, the first 10 picks, besides JJJ, I mean, really, it's these are all guys that literally take over games. These are guys that are either traded or signed or they're there to take over games. So that's what I want. I want guys that can score 80, 90, 100 points.
Yeah.
Where their basement may be 20 or 30 points, but I want the guys that have that potential. And I feel like 1 through 10, I feel like I have the best lineup 1 through 10.
Wow.
Like, there's no doubt in my mind.
Mixed words here. Okay, Gasolina. Ben Bartelt right here. Go through his team here, the 9th pick. Steph Curry at 9. That's really nice.
It is.
As long as he plays. And he'll play. You know, he gets those ankle injuries, but he averaged 81 last year, which is actually lower than I thought. He had a bad shooting year last year, believe it or not. Once he had like the record coming up, he like really struggled. But Steph and LeBron start. What can you say? That's 2 of the greatest players of our generation.
Mm-hmm.
That apparently are ageless, and I'm speaking of LeBron here because they need him. That team is not very good, and Anthony Davis. That's why I took Davis. Davis needed to be the alpha there, and I just don't think that's going to happen. So, yeah, give me LeBron all day at 12. Those 2 guys are going to be safe for 90 points a game. Vucevic in the 3rd round, 29th. For fantasy, I like it. For real life, I don't. And it's
you talking about real life here.
Yeah, right. He's solid. What did he have last year? Last year was nice, 74. Okay.
Last year's down year too. So.
Yeah, but it's gonna be more of a down year this year.
I don't think so.
I don't understand the hate on Vooch. I really don't.
Okay.
I don't understand.
I'm with
We love his team then.
Ben's one of my favorite teams drafted. Yeah.
Jaylen Brown actually had 78 points tonight, which is nice. Averaged 67 last year.
Yeah.
I had the Jaylen Brown experience last year, and he is going to get hurt. That's what happens every year. It's a tradition, unlike any other, like the Masters. Jim Nantz calling it. Just Jaylen Brown hurt, out for 3 weeks. But I like him.
Friends. Jaylen Brown is hurt.
He's dope. But yeah, I guess that's where I took him last year, right?
Oh,
yeah,
4.
He ended up being okay,
Brown
67
4.
a game, but it wasn't a good pick because I didn't
that's
have him when I needed him.
That's a good pick at 4. 4th round, yeah.
Yeah,
right.
He's a good player. He shoots threes. Now this is where you lose me.
Oh, see, I disagree.
I love Scotty Barnes. 49th, I don't know.
He's walking almost triple-double sometimes, Rob.
We had 1 year of sample size, 58 points a game. It's nice. It's going to go up for sure, right?
He's their ball handler.
Simmons, I'm with you because I'm looking here. No offense, but I'm looking here. No, I'm looking here. I see 4 studs in the first 4 picks.
Yeah.
4 no doubters.
But
then I see guys that are
all
iffy.
potential. All potential. All potential.
Yep.
5th round right now.
Scotty Barnes, yeah.
No, I like.
So, and I actually like Scotty Barnes.
I like
pick.
Barnes. Yeah,
I
do
feel
like
it was a little
Barnes,
early.
but-
That's all I'm saying.
All right. So
Fair.
how much is
Siakam,
Barnes going to
VanVleet.
improve? What did Barnes do?
OG Anunoby, like give me the name. Like, there's so many guys.
OG.
Yeah, go
Can I
ahead.
just pop in
Go ahead.
1
Pop
second?
in,
Okay.
baby.
Who else am I going to take over him? Wendell Carter?
No.
Banchero, who I already took
Okay.
after Scotty. Chris Paul, not going
Yes,
to take.
Chris Paul.
No, I'm not taking him over Scotty.
I would
kidding
take
me?
Chris Paul over Scotty.
No.
No.
Okay.
Michael Porter Jr.
No. Well, those guys are terrible.
All right. So since you're chimed in here, so where's Scotty Barnes going to improve? How many points is before you even look at it? Before you look at his stats, how many points is Scotty Barnes going to average?
I don't even know how much he averaged last year. To be
That's the
honest.
point. That's the point. So like, how good do you think he's going to be? 'Cause
I still think he's going to put up probably
Just
as long as he
shoot.
gets 63, 64.
No, points per game.
no points per
Oh,
game.
points per game?
Yeah, go through the stats.
Probably, what, 15?
Okay,
16?
when he
All right,
averaged
so
last year.
that'd be less than last year.
Oh,
how many
15.
rebounds? Well, 15 counts.
Rebounds probably like 6 or 7.
That's less.
Yeah, 7.5.
How many assists?
Well, I want to say like 5, but that's probably less too.
No, that would be more.
Okay, at least
That'd
I
be
got
more.
that
That'd be
one.
more.
Okay.
How many blocks?
Like 1 maybe.
That'd be an increase. How many steals?
Probably another 1.5 too.
Yeah, so that'd be a slight increase.
I mean,
Yeah.
but like my whole thing in that was just he's so young, he's bound to improve.
Well, I'm not
Yeah,
trying to
I
call
love-
you
I know,
out.
I know,
I'm saying,
I get
where
it.
where is he improved?
I love Scotty Barnes.
lot of that, I
motor,
didn't know
and
any of his
he
stats
makes
from
the
last year,
team.
to be
Takes him and Pascal are the team.
But
right?
he has to average
So-
20 and 8. Like he has 28 and 6. Like that.
Okay.
That's the way he improved.
Banchero,
Yes, we know
6th
also.
round, 52
I get it.
overall. No, this is this total.
This is the rookie, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and he's good, right?
He's very
He's a
good.
he's a baller.
Yeah.
They also do have Wendell Carter there. They have guys there.
But he's starting at the 4.
Yeah. Okay. What do you think he's going to average, man? You think he's going to average 60 a game?
He'll probably be 55.
Okay. Well, that would be okay then.
Yeah.
All right. Jalen Brunson, 7th round, 69 overall.
Solid.
It's solid. I mean, obviously his numbers were great
That's a
last
Pacer.
year.
That's a Pacer pick.
Yeah.
Pacer, yeah. He's not on the Pacers, but he should
No,
be.
it's a
on the Pacers.
Pacer pick.
I know. Okay, Tyler Hero in the 8th round, 72.
Well, no. Also, Brunson has upside going to the Knicks because he averaged 51 last year. He
Right,
has
as like a
upside.
backup.
He has a 60 per game upside.
Yeah, Tyler Hero, I think had his best year last year after he had an awful year. He had
And
a
he just
great bubble,
and he
awful
just got
year,
paid.
great year. I love Tyler Hero shooting. He actually is a hell of a rebounder for a guard. But what did he average last year? 58. These guys are all similar to me.
59.
Yeah,
Don't sell
and-
short.
My bad.
I don't see much improvement there from Tyler Hero.
So these 4 guys are the
Regressing
question,
a
right?
little
There's a
bit.
lot of question marks on these 4 guys. That's the
he
issue.
might so Hero might average 25, but is he going to average 5 rebounds and 4 assists? I don't.
Could.
You think so?
Jimmy Butler needs to get hurt. Sadiq Bey in the 9th round. Now I like Sadiq Bey. He's been hit or miss. The guy's an elite 3-and-D kind of rebounder guy. He's like a better version of PJ Tucker.
Average
That makes
54
sense, right?
last year.
Yeah, and he had inconsistent years, so I think his era is trending up.
Yeah,
I like that a lot.
that pick.
Then you have Marcus Smart, scored 50 tonight.
50.5.
Dang,
plays a
yeah,
lot of
10th
minutes.
round. That's nice.
Yeah, Marcus
nice.
Smart's nice.
That's nice.
Deshaun Tate.
Dinwiddie's nice.
Not like
43
Tate.
and a half last year. He's probably going to start over
There's too
Tari
many guys
Wilson.
there, though.
Yeah.
I like the Marcus
But they're
Smart
gonna
pick
weed
was
their
where I was
guys
looking for
out,
Ben
so.
Simmons too.
Some of those guys
Dinwiddie,
are traded.
Dinwiddie's nice. Running
Yeah.
a second unit. He is Dinwiddie, though. He's going to average about 48, probably. What did he average last year? 44?
I'm looking
So I had him
50.
last year. Okay. Yeah, he had a nice, actually,
I traded
resurgence
him
there.
to you last year.
JaVale McGee in the 13th. Explain that one.
He is the starting center for the
Plays
Dallas
15 minutes a
Mavericks.
game.
No, he's going to be
His
playing a lot
his
more
per
than that this
his
year.
per minutes is amazing. Like if he plays 15 minutes, he gets you like 38 fantasy points.
And
So can he play 24? Right.
and the coach said that they are forcing him to start taking threes this year.
Okay.
So.
Jason Kidd did say
It's not a good thing for him because if he misses 2 threes, he's benched for the rest of the game.
True, but
Uh,
he can at least hit the
Jordan
three.
Clarkson, I like that.
He
from the
better
court.
hit.
I
He
like
better
Jordan
hit.
Clarkson.
He better
I
hit.
like Jordan Clarkson, 14th overall. I like that.
I do.
And then let's go real quick. Brissett, Kevin Love, Kobe White, Baisley, Beverly.
Kobe White's nice.
Yeah.
Beverly,
I'm surprised.
Kobe
I
White's all
disagree
right.
with
Kevin
either
Love's all
camps.
right. Like those are all.
It's just a weird team. 'Cause
Those
you
are all
went
guys that
so
average 40.
Safe
Yeah,
studs early.
Those are all guys that average 40 to me, but like right now they're guys that average 20.
Yeah, Kobe White's fighting for.
There's just a lot
That's
of
what I'm saying.
unknowns.
Those are guys
Yeah,
that average.
like,
Those are
you're going
rotational,
home run hitters,
potential
which I
rotational
respect.
guys.
Yeah.
Those are home run hitters, man. But we
I don't
don't know
think
Pablo.
they-
Never seen him.
I haven't seen
Scotty
them.
Barnes 1 year. Jalen Brunson new situation. Tyler Hero. What's his role going to be? Sadiq Bey. A lot of mouths there and bad mouths, like terrible mouths, herpy mouths. Marcus Smart was nice though. So I am giving this team a B minus. As much as I love it, I still think it's a solid grade. It's better than a decent amount. It's a playoff team. And there's an allure though of this team if it hits that it is a top 2 team,
There is.
right?
There's
like
too
if
many
these
X.
guys hit.
Same with your team. There's too many X factors for me. There's too many guys that are situational, and the situation go bad because they're situational on a bad team.
But these are young X factors.
It's situational on a bad team, so I think it's going to get you there, but not win it. So I'm a C/C plus.
Wow.
I would B plus. I like the team.
Oh,
I think
Brotherly
enough
love.
brotherly love. I might be a little biased to it, but I think there's enough evidence on those question mark, like middle of the road players to say like, oh, I think there's enough area for them to improve that they're going to improve enough to help the team in a positive way.
Yeah.
And I think
it's just his first 3 picks. There's too much questions with me. Like
First
Steph
three?
Curry's
three?
ankle,
Oh,
LeBron's
I'm
resting, and Vucevic
Oh, I have no sense
might
of
might
first
get
three.
Yeah.
might get phased out.
Those
Like,
first
That
3
middle
could
of
be
the road?
100 points a night.
no, I know, but
Yeah,
that's
first three.
I'm saying that's where my questions are at.
Oh.
Like I would not be comfortable with Steph. Like I would love them in a one
Let's
game
disregard
situation,
Caps
but not
ranking.
in
I'm
a week,
disregarding it.
not in a week situation. So
Deleted.
Let's just go my ranking here.
Right.
All right, infected pussy
Hey,
pimple.
wait, you're not even gonna let me.
Oh yeah, sorry. What do you got?
I
What
was
do you
gonna
got?
say.
What do you got?
Well,
sorry, Ben.
I
I'm
mean,
number 1 fan
not
here.
just because it's my team, but I honestly think that's the top 3 team in the league. Just because
I mean,
What
there's a
are
lot
you
of
most
question
excited
marks.
about? What are your best
Yeah.
picks in your mind? Your top 3 picks. Not by like top 3, but like your
Vooch.
best 3 picks.
Vooch is one of them.
Okay.
Jalen
I
Brunson.
can see that. Yeah.
And then
Brunson, I can see that too. Yeah.
probably
Marcus Smart, right?
I would either have to say Marcus Smart or Spencer Dinwiddie, probably.
Okay. So all I'm saying, if you're counting on Marcus Smart to winning your championship, you're already fucked.
Well, it's a 10th round pick, though.
But that's all I'm saying. That's all
Well,
I'm
okay,
saying.
okay, are
If
you
Marcus
okay?
Smart is one of your better picks. I'm saying you're fucked already.
I'm saying that in terms of value.
There's nothing personal.
No,
Yeah.
I'm saying that is my better pick in terms of
Yeah, I
value
agree with that.
because
Yeah,
I
yeah.
got him
I
so
think
many
you'll be
rounds.
competitive. I think you'll be
Many
competitive,
minutes.
but I don't think you're a championship team.
All right, let's run through Infected Pussy Pimple's team here real quick. Ryan,
Can you say that
thanks.
again? What was
Infected
the name
Pussy
again?
Pimple. New guy to the league here.
Insert David Wangler.
10th pick here. Let's see. Trey Young, 10th. Tyrese Halliburton, 11th. Worst pick of the draft. I love Halliburton, but he said he did it accidental. Sorry, bro. Not good. And then Rudy Gobert.
When that happened.
Rudy Gobert, 3rd round. Rudy Gobert said in this league, Rudy Gobert is 12 and 14. And 4
Yeah,
bodies.
he's gonna get his
Ruber,
points.
he's a good
70
third.
a game,
He's a good
right?
3rd round. He's
Oh,
a great
100%.
3rd round pick.
Zion in the
He's a
4th.
great 3rd round pick.
People
He should have
love
taken
Zion
him
in the
over
4th?
Halliburton.
Oh, 100%. Easily.
Even though I'm a big Halley guy. I'm a big
I don't
Halley guy.
like Zion in the 4th. I had him last year. Granted, it was a bad year because he didn't play.
Yeah.
Uh,
You got a bad taste?
no, and
That's
I
fair.
it was a Zion taste, and it was.
No, I'm
it was a
okay
lot.
with Zion there. I'm
Yeah.
okay with
Yeah,
Zion.
the allure is
I
nice.
like
It's
it.
like my
He's
Ben
eight-
Simmons
Do I
pick, right?
love it?
He's
No.
85.
He's
Here's
a hell
the
of a lot
problem.
better
It's not
than
85.
Simmons.
It's never been 85. It's not 85.
He is 85
No, it's not.
potential.
He doesn't shoot threes. He doesn't get
Potential.
double
He's
doubles.
85 potential.
I'm saying he is guaranteed at least 70 to 75 a night,
Yeah.
at least.
So is Ben Simmons.
Again, it's about if
I
he,
think Zion's a better pick than Ben Simmons.
That fucking 8th round. 4
Yeah.
rounds earlier, you could have gotten so many good players.
no, in terms of
You could have gotten so many.
in
good
terms of
players,
potential
Oh,
upside,
yeah, it's-
Zion is a safer pick than Ben Simmons, is what you said.
right? Except for injury, but okay.
So is Ben
Yeah.
Simmons.
Yeah.
Ben Simmons' brain is injured.
Well, no, Ben Simmons never gets injured. He just doesn't play.
Zion's
That's
a top-
brain injury.
Zion's a top 10 pick.
A psychic
Potential.
injury.
I would never do that, but even though I took him last year.
All right, let's keep it
Chris
going.
Paul in the 5th round, 50th
Terrible.
overall. I don't think it's terrible because
No,
he
that's a
averaged
Pacer
80
guy.
last year, didn't
Yeah,
he?
but what's,
74
how
last year.
much is he going to regress?
A little bit, but 5th round. Wendell Carter in the 6th, way too fucking early.
Yes.
I had Wendell
Yeah.
Carter
I
last year.
love Wendell.
This is
Killed
where,
it.
this is where it
Killed it.
goes
I
up the
like him.
wells.
Yeah.
63 a game last year. He'll be lucky to hit that mark again. Aaron Gordon, the 7th round, is the worst pick in the draft.
Yeah.
I had Aaron Gordon last year. He had every opportunity last year, averaged 48.
Well, no.
He had
the
nobody
worst,
else there.
Worst pick in the draft is his last pick, but we'll get there.
Well, but you
You
can't,
can't have the
yeah,
last
yeah.
pick.
No,
Be the worst
Aaron
pick.
Gordon pick. That's your 7th player, man. You're going to be dropping him, or he's going to get in a bench. Andrew Wiggins, 71. I like that.
I like
Yeah,
Andrew
bad.
Wiggins
Yeah,
there.
I had him
Minutes,
last
bad
year. I mean,
minutes.
he's consistent.
Dry
That's-
minutes.
Well, it almost
Same
feels
thing every
like
night.
the Warriors are in a transition period, right? So
Yeah.
if Wiggins is the future, that could be something. But
Right.
I wouldn't count on that.
Mhm.
That's what I'm saying. So it's a Pacer pick. Yeah, like I was
James
saying.
Wiseman, 90th.
Big upside.
I'm
Big
taking
upside,
this.
big downside.
I am taking him over his Wendell pick, to be
Yeah?
honest. 100%.
Yeah, Wiseman's
Yeah, I like
interesting,
Wiseman.
but I don't like that pick. I
what-
think you could got him in the 14th.
I get what
round.
yeah.
What I
100%,
love
I
is
agree.
Jamal Murray in the 10th.
I do like that.
Now
Well,
he's
now
playing.
it
Now that
seems
he's
good.
playing,
When he wasn't playing, it was a.
Mhm.
But now that he is playing, all of a sudden now you have a
But
70 point.
right.
Yep.
guy.
With what I say, Robert Williams is in the 11th, and that's terrible. He's not playing until he's going to drop him. He's not
Yeah.
playing until January.
Oh yeah.
So, and even when he comes back, his minute limits, it's resting. It's
Yep.
JJJ but worse,
Oh yeah.
and you can't have that. So he's gone.
All right,
Bogdanovich.
I can't wait to you
Ryan,
eat
you wanna-
JJJ.
I love
fucking
JJJ.
dick in the
You're
fucking
gonna put up like
championship.
100 on
I
that.
cannot wait till
Bogdan-
JJJ is shits on
Never,
your
never.
face.
Bogdanovich in the 12th.
Bogdan.
No, I
No.
like him, but empty 3-point
Yeah.
guy.
Yeah, so you can cut
Akunwa.
that.
Is it Akunwa?
Okongwu.
Okongwu. I like him.
Okongwu.
Okongwu. I like
From
him.
the Chino
that's a
Hills
good pick.
Yeah,
That's a
I
good
really
pick.
like
He
him.
is
That's a
almost
good
like a
pick. That's good
handcuff
pick.
to Capella, and I think he's a better player than Capella,
Yeah.
at least all-around player.
That's
I
a
think
good
he's a better
pick.
rebounder.
He's gonna get more minutes. I guarantee he has more minutes than Capella by the end of the year.
Yeah.
Probably.
Io
yeah.
in the 13th.
I like
Love
that's
that
14th.
pick. Oh, yeah.
14th.
14th. Love that pick.
Love that
That's a
pick.
good
Especially
one.
with DeRozan and yeah.
I was
But-
a starting point guard until Lonzo.
The rest of it,
Yeah.
Covington, Davion Mitchell, who could be good if they trade Fox. But that's about
KJ
it.
Martin, I do like.
Covington, no,
Yeah, Martin,
no, you don't take
McDaniel.
Covington
Yeah,
in the
Covington's
last
terrible.
round pick.
No,
Yeah, no. Covington's the last
Jackson
round pick.
Hayes, Thibault, gross. He'll be dropping him.
I like Davion Mitchell
So this team, I have a C- for.
though. Yeah.
It's not my worst team that I graded. I like the Gobert's safe. If Zion, turns out and Paul is playing, that's a good team.
Yeah.
But the problem is 6 through 10 is as weak as it comes, right? In terms of just players and opportunity.
I think
and everything.
a big part of that is Wendell Carter Jr., who could still falter and average 50.
Yeah, yeah.
And then it's his 6 and 7 really, 6, 7, 9, and then 11. Like he did not draft well for the future. But he has upside potential. Halliburton is a stud. Halliburton can average over 80 for sure. He could be more.
Yeah, but he's a second. He's actually essentially a first-round pick. You better fucking average 80.
Yeah.
Well, but that ain't bad. I mean, that's not the worst thing. So to me, it's about what does Zion do? What does Zion do? What does Wiggins do? What does Wiseman do?
Yeah.
And Jamal Murray too. Like,
yeah, I agree.
He has too many X factors. He has too many X factors. Like, he could be a potential playoff team, or he could be the worst team.
Well, I mean,
he has the best potential to be the worst team.
What's your grade? I said C-.
I'm doing this just a solid C. I had a C+ before, but I'm doing a solid C.
I am going C-, and just because I will say that I think one of the best picks in the entire draft was that Io Pickett, that 14. But I am going with a C- because he is having to rely on that 14th round pick to probably be a top 8 scorer for him.
Yeah, I mean, if Wiseman shows up for him, I'm sorry.
I'm going C- as well. It's just like Keffa said. It's too many question marks. Too many
like
flyers
Waldo,
taken.
It's not worth the risk that
this
he
dude
took.
went to the truck stop in the middle of nowhere and took all the flyers for the state.
I love truck stops. I'm a lot lizard. All right, so this was fun. Hope to see you soon for Hard Hat Lunch Pail. Maybe we'll do a mid-season review. Let's get a 4-way count here. Rob Square.
And it's been a complete joy.